We last left off with the crew of Deep Space 17 after um, dealing with some minor notes and some new Federation researchers boarding the station to work on Project Aegis. The station found themselves with a Cardassian vessel approaching them on long range, and after to want to take back the Cardassian researchers that are working with Federation scientists on Project Aegis. When suddenly, after failed attempts by the Cardassian Gull, was quickly disposed of by Breen forces as they begun their attack on the station. And with that, we will open up with in combat.
Don't like this.
With red alert sirens going off and the station on high alert, at least for this engagement, since there is the station and the Tenshi. You guys as players will have a total of 10 turns, 5 from the station and 5 from the Tenshi. As well as myself to balance things out, I will only be taking 10 turns with the Breen forces.
Um, is there a way we can organize this so we know who is on what ship?
If I remember correctly, Solon, um, Lieutenant Elena 4, and Dr. Mountain were on the Tenshi, while Arif and Garibaldi were on the station. Since you guys kind of lack supporting characters, you can use the ship sheets. I gave every sheet Deep Space 17 and the Tenshi essentially MP stats if you just want to use a raw NPC to do a task.
And what range are they from the station at the moment?
Currently, they're at long.
Okay, so those bands around our ships measure medium and short.
Yes, they do.
All right, let me find this the sheets.
Oh, if nothing else, I could start us off with the rally to hopefully get us some momentum. I think that's what it's called.
Yep.
Just so you know, you have between all of you all the players, you have 10 turns total. So you can free to use any character that you want, supporting or your main character or whatnot.
Yeah, momentum's gonna be super important, so you can go for it.
Alrighty. So yeah, Arif will open up with the rousing speech to get the ops officers uh, ready to go, and hopefully someone clicks it on to the Tenchi so they can be impressed as well. Um, and it is a presence command, correct?
Presence command difficulty 0.
And can
Since he's talking to the Tenchi also, can he be assisted by like communications command from the station?
No.
alrighty. Two questions. One, can I use persuasion or team dynamics as a focus?
Would take inspiration.
Uh, politics?
This isn't a political situation. You're giving a very political speech, and
Fair enough. Fair enough. In which case, lastly, could I use my determination under the value a well-made clock will keep you on time?
uh,
If you answered me, I didn't
no,
hear.
I didn't. I was sneaking. Yeah, I'll take that.
Alrighty, so let's start off with two successes, and here goes nothing. Okay then.
That'd be 5 momentum gained.
Um, yeah, having done my part, Arif will sit back and watch the magic unfold.
The turn will pass to them unless you guys wish to keep.
Do we have someone with quick to action?
I do not believe so.
Then we should not.
I don't know that it would be fruitful, but would it be the Starfleet way to attempt to talk the Breen out of attacking?
I think we tried that at the end of last episode. Well, we were talking to the people that they were using as pawns, but it's kind of a surprise attack. Like, they didn't just show up and give a list of demands. They just started shooting.
It is a surprise attack.
This
Yeah.
is not probably a.
If they had like shown up and made demands, I might agree with you on that, but they didn't. They just started shooting. Besides, our resident talking person, high command level, has already gone.
Oh, that was lackluster, but they still succeed.
Was this supposed to be Engine's Con?
Yeah, it still doesn't matter.
I was wondering if the Breen had some ability to will their engines to move.
No, it's a misclick. So no, it still doesn't matter. It's one better, and they rolled a 14. So the one Breen vessel moves into literally impulses straight into close range of the station. Turn passes to you.
I think is it an action to launch the fighters? How does that work?
We have fighters.
Yeah, we have attack fighters. We have a ship. We have a sheet for them. I'm pretty sure we have them.
We should, unless that was the other timeline.
I never think of attack fighters in Star Trek.
Yeah, the only time you see them are when it are a couple of episodes about Starfleet Academy and the Maquis.
It isn't.
Actually, they are present at the Battle of DS9. It's just like no major characters are on them.
It will be an action to launch a single. It'd be a task to launch one.
Since we're in this kind of scale, can we make a task to launch 3 of them? Because what? Well, I guess we're not doing fleet. Yeah, so they have to fight on their own, don't they?
Yeah, they have to fight on their own. We're not in fleet combat, so.
Well, do we want to launch fighters, or do we want to get maybe a scan for weakness?
The only reason I was thinking about the fighters because they are pretty difficult to hit at this range. If the Breen want to be this close, then the fighters can get in close, and they're pretty difficult to shoot at. So I was thinking about that. Yeah, we don't have a proper security officer on the station, so we're gonna probably need to do a scan for weakness. What weapons do we have on the station?
Don't forget, we've also got the Tenshi. Looks like on the station we got
Yeah, we should leave
crater
the.
banks and photon torpedoes.
We should try to keep the Tenshi in reserve. Station has like a resistance of 10 and better shields. It should be the one taking the brunt of this.
Well, what about scan for weakness and then spend the momentum to keep initiative and fire on that Breen ship?
Yeah, we could dump a lot of resources into that. But you need to make that attack effective, you need to use all the momentum to keep the initiative and to fire. So whoever does the scan, do we have someone good at scanning on the station?
Let's see, control plus science. That's a 12 for Garibaldi, but Vogel would be good at that.
Vogel doesn't exist.
Yeah, Vogel doesn't exist. Vogel is currently on Earth, technically. So you have Ryder.
Sarah, right? Okay.
You have, and then
she has a decent score, but she's not going to be able to use a focus. Or a determination.
You have Junza Uranral, who's an operations officer. They have sensor operations, but their science is their median stat.
Who?
In the operations engineering, you have Junza Uranral. I'm saying that right?
Yeah, but the scan is.
She can actually take advantage of the science of 3, though. We should use her.
I mean, the scan itself is only difficulty 1.
No, but if you want to...
depends on which target.
Yeah, we want to have, maximum momentum if possible for the person shooting the phasers. So giving a threat for a 3rd dice and rolling with a focus might get us that. So yeah, I think we use Junza with an extra dice on the scan for weakness. And then that gives someone the opportunity to spend 2 to keep. And they can spend threat and momentum to get 6 dice so that they get all the bonus. Maybe put a little power into the shot. And if they do good, they can either do devastating attack or a swift attack to shoot again. But having the 6 momentum, I think, is gonna make the difference. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, I mean, the scan for weakness gives us bonuses, and
Yeah, it's just to take care of those bonuses. The security officer has to buy dice when he attacks. So we need to have resources, or we need to use resources to get that. So yeah, I can roll for Reno.
I'll get the
Find us.
sensors plus security. All right, I got the station.
All right, I'm gonna give you a threat.
All right. Oh, it's control science difficulty of 1, assisted by the station's security plus sensors plus security. Gain a momentum. Her turn is complete.
We'll spend. Actually, do we really want to spend the 2 momentum on keeping the initiative?
Oh, and we don't lose the bonus because the bonus is the next attack, right?
Yeah, I don't think we do want to do that. It's pretty expensive.
So we can keep the momentum.
And the chances of them doing anything that would significantly weaken us in one attack is really low. So, yeah,
Hold on
if
to
no
that
one's
for later.
against it, let's wait. Let's let them take an action and then we'll attack.
All right. Let Garibaldi take a shot on the next. Well, so we'll let the turn back pass over.
Yeah.
There is a security officer on the base, Lieutenant Cal Moran.
What's the
Yeah.
station security score?
He is tactical.
The station doesn't have the securities to support 2 different people at the security console. You need a security of 4.
He's a security of 4.
Wait, it means
the
that
base does.
him and Garibaldi can't both be standing at that console. Does Garibaldi want to go jump in an attack fighter?
He's not a very good pilot.
You don't need to be. It's a 2-seater. You're 3 short.
This doesn't do damage at all to you guys. So just hold on a second though.
That's that stupid Breen weapon nobody likes.
It is the stupid Breen weapon.
Dissipation.
You guys lose permanently 5 power.
What do you mean
station.
permanently?
Like your power rating goes down by 5.
Oh, I think we're gonna lose. It's not even gonna be close.
Like you didn't lose. Actually, you go. How did we come up with that last? Said on that last time. Yeah, it sucks. Believe me.
Yeah, but this isn't. No, this is not even gonna be close.
You're at a max currently. Currently, you can only field 4 power. So yeah, you lose the power plus. So yeah, you're currently at 4 power.
good we did not keep the last one. Do we have an engineer? What's our best engineer on the station?
Energy bank. Is it a repair thing?
No.
With the Joran.
No. We
Renal.
can... It doesn't actually matter what our max power is. Because we can go over our max power, and it doesn't... We don't lose it until the end of the battle. I don't even know if the book handles what happens if you reach 0 max power, because it might not actually matter. Because your max power doesn't matter in battle, it only matters between conflicts.
So what you're saying is it'll be screwed later.
Yeah, actually now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't matter at all until the end of the battle.
All right, so turn pass back to us, Jim.
Yeah.
Yes, it passes back to you guys.
So what I was thinking is, since we didn't keep initiative last time, we can keep it this time. We can take full advantage of the scan for weakness, do the whole tactical, and maybe even shoot twice with the same tactical officer, and then keep the initiative and have an engineer get us power. So whatever the security person does, we have to have 2 power at the end. We have to have 2 momentum at the end of it. And then the engineer is going to have to want to spend a lot of threat, because they're going to need to gain momentum to get us power back.
1 per.
Yep, because we don't have a player with a good talent. Or the ship. I don't think the station has any.
They're all supporters. They don't have any.
No, but there are station talents that could help, but none of them.
All right, so do we want to start by taking a shot?
Yeah, we might take multiple shots. Who's our best shooter?
It's going to be
Simon?
between Garibaldi probably and Palace Chaw.
Theron has security of 4 and control, right?
Simon has the security, he has the
15?
determination, he has
Right.
the focus.
Oh, Simon already has.
Yeah, I think Garibaldi, you might have a good security, but you don't have the focus.
I don't have the focus of the talents now.
Yeah, he doesn't have talent. Simon doesn't have talents either, but he has a focus, which is pretty important.
Well, and Simon has a determination he can spend too.
What we can do is Simon can go, he just can't use his minor action, and he needs to use his minor action when he's done to move away from the console, so that you can use your minor action to move to the console.
All right, so I want to play it and take 2 shots here. Try to even the odd sum.
Yeah, I think you start with Simon. And you can use your determination for a swift action, so that we don't have to spend the momentum on that.
Swift task, but
Yeah.
All right, so the plan is have Simon fight, spend his determination on the shot.
Well, don't spend the determination on the shot. Use it for a swift action, a swift attack, or whatever, a swift action. You can shoot twice.
Okay, so you have Simon fire twice. All right, and then shipboard tactical system is going to count as the focus. Because that's what he's got.
Simon is on the Tenshi, by the way. He's not on the station.
Oh, well, this is gonna get confusing. Well, the bad news is the guy on the station is not that good.
Well, we had a chief of security. Not our fault we got him killed.
He got killed. We did not get him killed.
This does not bode well for me.
Well, you're probably gonna be the only one left alive, so.
Oh,
Oh, you're right. We won't be enslaved. I guess we can use Chawl. He doesn't have the determination, so it's gonna drag our momentum down, but hopefully we can use whatever security systems is.
Well, Cal Thoran has a tactical focus. Security, well, ranged weapons.
I think he has the same stats.
He has a control.
No, he has
control
a control
security.
11.
11 and 4 is 15.
What does
With a
the
focus.
Brent mean?
That's my name.
Oh,
That's what I've created. That's all.
all right. Well, it
There's no
depends.
so let's
So,
use him.
There's no stats for him.
Yeah, he does. You're looking at some different. Lieutenant Cal Thoran has stats.
He's 11 and 4.
so as long as
He's on the starbase.
as long as Price will take tactical systems as the focus.
Yeah, I need to go over that sheet though and look at those focuses so they're a little more better defined. They don't. Yes, I will accept that.
So you need
Focus
to
applies to 4.
you need to buy 5 dice.
So 6 momentum.
You don't want to use momentum really. Because we're going to have a hard time generating it, and the engineer is going to need it more than the tactical officer is.
Are you using the phasers?
Yeah, we want to use the phasers.
Okay. You might
a
have
phaser array because that's
no.
versatile.
They're phaser banks.
Phasers are
Okay.
always versatile. Arrays just get no damage bonus, but they do area or spread. So you can declare spread, I think.
No, it's phaser
I
arrays
thought
get area or get they either get area or spread. Banks only get the +1.
We have banks.
Yes, so you only have the
Oh,
+1
okay,
damage
yeah.
in versatile 2. Versatile 2 applies to both arrays and banks and
It,
cannons.
that's
it's phasers of any type.
Yeah.
Okay. So that generates momentum on.
It doesn't generate momentum. You
effect?
just get 2 bonus momentum that can be used on the attack.
Oh, just an attack.
But you don't get the bonus momentum until you succeed.
Sure. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty right now is going to be 3 because they are in close range.
Close range.
You want to buy 6 dice though, because that's the benefits gained for weakness is going to give us.
It'll
You
give
can
you three more challenge dice is what it'll give you.
You can also put 2 power into it.
You're at 4 power. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, but we know we're going to use the engineer next.
So, how much momentum do we have currently?
We have 6, but if you spend the momentum, the engineer's job is going to be a lot harder.
So if I spend,
Now, explain to me why it makes a difference that the engineer needs momentum rather
To
than
get
spread.
power, you have to spend momentum.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't spend threat on that?
No,
You
You
Oh, yeah.
can if the GM will let you, but I don't know that that's going to be
Turn
possible.
threat into momentum.
here's the deal. If you give me threat for stuff, keep in mind I will spend it back at you guys. So
Well, yeah, but we have to. We can't not
So
spend it.
if I take 3 and 3, or 4 and 2, that leaves 2 for keeping the initiative, and plus whatever I can generate with Cal.
We need to have four momentum at minimum because we need you to keep and shoot again, and we need the engineer to be able to keep the initiative.
But we're saying we can't afford for you to spend momentum.
You can spend up to 2. I don't think you should spend that 2, but you could spend up to 2.
So it's trading damage for power. How do we think we should go?
okay.
Arif,
All right.
Commander? I mean, that's complicated.
Arif just went AFK. So here's the deal. You guys are going in circles. So you need to make a decision of how you're going to roll for this.
We're not running in circles. We're talking through it.
So our options are 0 and 6 threat.
You can do
Gain
2. You
3
can do
dice.
You can do 2 and 4
There's no.
if you want to.
I'm going to buy 3 dice with 2 momentum and 4 threat. To have 5 dice.
So you're rolling
Focus
5.
applies.
Is going to be control security difficulty of 3, assisted by the station's weapons plus security.
You can spend 2 of our 4 power to get another 2 challenge dice, which I think you should do, but it's up to you.
You gotta remember you're rolling scale plus security plus 1. So
We want to take their shields down though.
What is their scale?
you're scale 10, they're scale 4.
They have 15 shields. We want to take that down.
Well,
You have
let's make
scan
it.
for weakness too, by the way.
All right, and then the station.
You gain a momentum back.
Gain 3 momentum.
Which means you need to spend 1 of them on the attack, or it goes.
Oh,
You have a
darn.
float. You need to. All right. So you currently on the station sheet, since you have scan for weakness up, you need to add 3 more challenge dice to it. So there'll be a total of 4 in the box. Make sure you hit enter.
Got it.
It is using 1 power, so you get down to 3 power for the shot, unless you're adding more power to it.
Well, I don't think you declared that before the roll, so.
You have to declare it before you succeed.
All right.
Before the roll's made.
That
Okay.
momentum that's sitting out there.
Yeah,
Goes
that's your
into it
float.
anyway.
It's your float
It's
anyway.
gonna go
So
into it.
roll
At
damage.
least.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
So okay, so how many challenge dice do I roll? 4?
It's
you
gonna
don't.
be-
It's already on the sheet. Just the button needs to be pressed on the phaser banks. That's it.
Oh, I have to be on the other sheet.
You already added the 4 for him.
Yeah, I did.
Security. I'm firing the ship itself? Or my
No,
character?
There's
already-
a challenge dice. There's a challenge dice symbol next to the word phaser banks under weapons. You want to hit that. That's it.
If we we're going to just spend that float to re-roll all those zeros.
Let him tell us what happens first. Because this right here is the most complicated part of the game.
All right,
So it might
that's
take us a second.
15. The deltas are enough to bypass their resistance. So that is a total of 2 breaches. That doesn't help that I do that.
Could spend the versatile on devastating attack.
Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, that would be better than taking a swift action because you still get the benefit of the attack, the reduced resistance
Okay, so devastating attack is just half, rounded up. So total of 8. Subtract their resistance, so 4. They did take a breach,
You,
We have 2 momentum, right? Floating or one.
but you get the versatile from the devastating attack because it is phasers. So you can apply that to the damage, which you can use that to bypass resistance.
Yeah.
Bypass resistance.
we don't need to bypass resistance. The scan for weakness stays, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It's only for that attack.
Just the next attack.
Devastating attack counts as a secondary attack. It doesn't apply to the scan for weakness.
Plus, I can't really see the challenge dice because there's no roll. It's just whatever the damage is halved.
Yeah. You're doing technically a total of 8. It's technically total. The total is 8, but with the resistance, it's 4, which is still a single breach.
Yeah, then
So we throw the versatile into piercing twice.
And that's
you only need to do it once.
Just to get the second breach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be wasted if we. Well, I guess we could use 1 in the float for
Damage.
keep the
need to
initiative or
use
something.
No, 1 in the float to keep the initiative.
Oh, sure.
so you just are using 1 because it'd be 2 breaches.
Yeah, just 1 to get the 2 breaches.
Okay.
That's the float for
That will.
initiative.
Okay, you keep the initiative. Keep in mind. Okay, so that vessel's not destroyed; it is disabled.
That's fine.
There's scale for it, yeah.
So that would
They
put us.
can't, they can't do anything anymore, but we haven't killed them. We could kill them if we wanted. But we don't want to do that.
That's not the Starfleet way.
That is
I mean, Solon might do it. We already learned that.
But we
About
could let the Tenshi move.
it. That puts us at 5 momentum. Right?
No, we got to get power.
Oh,
Okay.
power, you're right.
All right, who's going next?
We need to choose an engineer. Is that Vori? We can't use Vori or Leith, can we?
No.
We have to use Ingalls. He has power systems, so that's good.
Oh, I should actually open the sheet up for you guys.
Yeah, let's use
You also have Parker, who was a secondary one.
No, she doesn't have what we need.
I'll play as Chief Ingalls.
You guys also had Burke too.
Right. We're trying to get power on the
Daring-
station, correct?
Daring control plus
Daring-
engineering diff 2.
Daring or
And
control plus engineering difficulty 2. No assist
Yeah.
from the station.
And the power is 1 for 1, so
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I need to.
I'd go
Diff
1
2, huh?
dice, but I wouldn't go too many more than that.
Yeah. Go ahead and take a threat.
Okay.
Right,
You
he doesn't have to
succeed.
reroll, but he succeeded.
Get 1 power back.
Yeah, that's all we. Well, I could stump momentum to put our power over.
You need to, because if we get hit with the beam again, we're going to lose the difference between 0 and our max power. So if he hits us with it again, we'll lose all of our power. But if you have more than what he can take away, we'll get to keep fighting.
Do we want to dump it all or half?
I would dump it all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead and dump all 6 into power.
So you're going up to total of 10 power.
Does the station have anything cool for power?
No.
Or no.
The only thing it has that are going to be useful to us today is it's something about repair crews. Maybe I don't.
Repair
Well, I
crews
don't even think
is
that
for
would be useful.
no. It's
We got
for
sturdy
ship.
Oh,
construction.
sturdy construction will be useful, and advanced sensor suites. But
Well, sturdy construction is good. We have to get 8 or more damage instead of 5 for a breach, so that's pretty good.
yeah, but they're not shooting us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just trying to take your power away, but
Okay, so we've used 3 of our 10 turns, right?
4.
Yeah. We've only
Yeah.
used 3.
No, the
4.
rally, the shot, the engineer,
That's
and
3.
the scan for weakness. That's 4.
I'm
Okay.
keeping track.
But I guess we let initiative go back over to them, so we don't have swift cast.
Yeah, it has to. Well, yeah, you only do swift test. It has to pass.
Will make us feel like we have some control, and we'll say, we're going to let it happen. The illusion of choice.
The illusion of choice.
I give that to my students all the time.
Yay, and Chief Ingalls gets an activation today. Huzzah.
Wow. Luckily it's diff 1. Is that right? Nope, diff 0. I'm going to use the 2 gain to keep the initiative for this guy. And he just needs to succeed on the difficulty. Ouch. Well, I gained 2 off of it. I will throw that into the weapon. I don't think it matters the damage roll, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as you hit it. Anyway, that power
You just have
rating-
to declare how much power you're using on the ship.
Yeah, so the initial one, I'm going to use the other 2, so that's going to be a total of 3 against you, which puts them down to 4. You lose 3 power. And your power rating is at 1.
Say that again.
Your power rating is at 1, you lose 3 power. And I will, if I can go to the right sheet. And it goes back to you guys.
Are we allowed to use Captain Killer?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we should use Captain Keller to order security teams, basically throw open the doors to the armories.
Boarding
Everyone gets
action.
phaser. Because we're going to lose shields.
You
We
need to
might lose shields.
protect the assets.
Well, wouldn't the security teams be on station anyway as soon as we went to red alert?
Yeah, they would go to their designated areas on station alert. He has plan of action.
I guess if the GM gives us what we're asking for free, then sure. But I was just wanting to make sure that, we don't get the game over screen when we lose shields. We get to fight on the station.
Yeah, you get to fight on the station.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
I said, that.
the thing
Yeah,
is though, like
goodbye.
it's still even like shooting stuff at you. It would be very hard to blow up the station. Extremely hard for them to blow it up.
But they're trying to get the research and destroy it or take it for themselves. So that's what security teams probably should do.
The research, it's just like data, isn't it?
Yes.
So
Isn't all that
How long
data-
would it take to send it to the Tenshi?
The problem is though you have to send it through subspace, and the Tenshi is still there, and Garibaldi only had
No.
Garibaldi,
All that data's in Garibaldi's quarters.
you hit it. You didn't tell me where you hit it, but you hit it.
Yeah, that data's hidden.
If it was on the ship's computer, we could give it to the Tenshi and they could start running.
No, because it's not.
I know, that's what
Garibaldi
It-
downloaded it all.
It's
So
on
we
a
can have-
pad.
We have Garibaldi get the data and grab those shuttles are all work capable, right?
get on the Tenshi.
They're...
Get out of here.
You mean runabouts?
Yeah, you can put Garibaldi in a shuttle while the
Runabouts
station.
can't it's not going to be able to outrun them.
Yeah, but we're not going to have shields or being computers regardless.
Okay, what I'm saying is if the Tenshi and the station run interference, maybe Garibaldi could get away.
Yeah, I mean, possibly, but none of them would. We would have to make sure that none of them could come after you, because one of them could outrun you, based on the way the system works.
What I'm saying is, if we sent, it's a shame we can only launch one shuttle at a time. I said we just send it back.
Actually,
It's not like the Breen would know that the data is on the escaping runabout.
Actually, it's too bad. But if you could get onto a shuttle with a good engineer, you might be able to outrun them. But I don't think you're going to be able to do it with an NPC, and I'm on a different ship.
Well, Garibaldi could do a move action to get the device, and then
Garibaldi.
Swift tap
Here's the thing, though. So Garibaldi.
shuttle bay.
Okay, hold up. Stop. Okay. Garibaldi would have to use his action to move to another location, which he would only appear at at the end of the next turn. And then you have to move to another location, which then you're talking about 3 full rounds, which is a total of 30 turns between this one and then the two,
Or protected in the bunker of the starbase. Protected with the security.
Well, the data is really well hidden. If you remember I don't remember the exact role, but Garibaldi wrote really well to hide that data. It is super well hidden.
Well, the problem is
they could scan for it.
If they get control of the station, they have an unlimited amount of time to search for it.
And they can't scan for it because he put it in a Faraday box. Garibaldi was super sneaky about how he hid that data. and then didn't tell anybody he did it.
And it's not on the table because we can't order Garibaldi to do that. So, unless that's your action.
No, yeah, it'd have to be something that he decided to do. But if we continue to lose 3 to 5 power, we're not going to be able to keep the station
Really.
safe.
Emergency generators. Start getting them prepped but not on or whatever.
We physically do not have the engineers, I don't think. The turns.
Well, it's only the third, fourth thing. So.
Yeah, we
So,
could fight. I mean, what was it? Garibaldi has the data really well hidden, and no one knows. So even if the Garibaldi tortured anybody, it would be to anyone but Garibaldi to be like, the data's gone. What happened to the data? It's been erased from the computers, and nobody but Garibaldi knows where the data is.
Why don't we do this?
If we got boarded, Garibaldi's lie would be, I erased the data. The next thing Garibaldi would do is, I erased the data the second the Breen.
Yeah, why don't you attempt to transmit a large amount of data to the Tenshi? Maybe make a roll to make it look like you're sending the data to the Tenshi, and then we can have the Tenshi start leaving. That might pull some of them off of the station on a goose chase.
Make an obvious transmission.
I'm on the Tenshi, so I can do everything I can to help the Tenshi outrun them. If they think the Tenshi has it and they start taking the Tenshi, maybe we pull 2 or 3 of the ships out of this fight.
We just make assumption when Garibaldi tells Commander Salon to run, that Salon would do it.
If Garibaldi told Salon what he was doing, maybe Salon would.
Then you take the chance. You take the chance of losing operational security. Right now, the data's safe.
No, we're not actually sending the data to the Tenshi. We're making the Breen think we are. So they now have to destroy the station and the Tenshi. So they're going to send some of the ships after the Tenshi, some here, stay here at Deep Space 17. And I think we can get the Tenshi to outrun them.
I mean, that's worth a shot. I like the sneakiness of it. It is definitely something Garibaldi would do.
Yeah, so now if we want to do that, we need you to, I guess, first convince Salon, and then maybe there's a role to fabricate some data. I don't know how the GM wants to handle all that.
Well, if conversation is free action.
How about you get to the moon?
Okay.
Get the Tenshi to the moon.
Well, we're gonna have to go to warp to outrun them.
Hold on. Garibaldi is the acting security chief. Security chiefs have everybody's command codes, right?
No.
Oh, come on.
You can't take on the ship because you're the security chief.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking Garibaldi can send a message to Salon using Keller's command codes.
You could just ask Keller. Keller is on our side. You can just ask him to do this.
So
here's the thing. Okay, well, let me break the roll down. One, you're gonna have to fabricate plans at a moment's notice. So you're gonna be setting the difficulty. All right, the difficulty is the heart of the roll that I would have to make against. However, there's going to be a complication range attached to this of 3 because you don't know exactly what's on the plans, and it's going to be
Well, I mean, does it really matter what we're sending? All the Breen will know is a large amount of data was transferred to the other ship, and the other ship took off.
Yeah, you'll have to encrypt the data transmission, but if they decrypt it, they're going to look to see if it's believable or not.
But how long would it take them to do that?
It's how many turns it takes me to figure it out. Or how many turns it takes for them to figure it out.
But if it takes more than one turn, then our scheme, at least from our minds, would work. Because a large, heavily encrypted data package sent to the starship, and then the starship suddenly turns around and warps out. That's a pretty decent ruse there. If they couldn't decrypt it.
Well, yeah. Anyways, we're getting what the difficulty is going to be.
All right.
So we got two separate tasks here. You got to fake that. Well, no. Right now, you've only given us one task: faking the data.
Faking the data, transmitting the data securely, and then convincing Solon to go. Depending on how.
Is he gonna have to roll against himself?
Well, no, you get Keller to do it.
Yeah, if Keller's on our side, then we'll just use him.
And hell, Keller just tells him, "We're sending you the data. Run."
I would say Keller would have to give the direct order to have someone send the data over to the Tenshi, which then we attach. Take this and run.
So we have two actions here.
Two actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us access to Keller's stats then? Because we can see him now.
Yeah, I did earlier.
I mean, Keller outranks Solon, so all he's got to do is order him.
And he, we can make use, because it's his direct, we can make use of his stats and stuff. So, I don't know if we want Garibaldi to come up with the data, because you don't have, what's your engineering?
Yeah, if it's going to be faking engineering data, you do not want Garibaldi doing it.
It's daring plus engineering. Complication range 3, you set the difficulty.
We would be forced to use Parker. Would if the captain gave Parker a determination, would you accept mission directive since protecting this data is our mission?
Yes.
Okay. That gives us a boost. How many dice do you think we should use for Parker?
She's a base 14.
She doesn't have a focus.
No
so
focus.
You're probably not going to crit.
The determination gives her 2 starting out. I'd say give her at least 4 dice. If this is our big gamble, we need to make it good.
So you're giving me 3 threat?
Yeah, we'll give you 3 threat. Does someone feel like they want to roll for Parker, since this is probably going to be the make or break?
Not me.
Let's make the new guy do it.
Yeah, I like that one, Chester. Let's get the new guy to do it.
Yeah.
Welcome, Laura.
Yeah, Lore. You ready to roll some
boy.
dice?
Okay.
Look at you.
You're going to open Nova Parker. She's in the supporting character list under Operations/Engineering. She'll be the last character in that selection.
Mm-hmm.
When you select her, it'll open up the character sheet. You just click on Daring plus Engineering. You're rolling 4 dice. There's currently so where it says the task roll, as the numbers there, you will select 4. She does not have a focus for this, so you leave it no. And then once all that's selected, you will hit the Starfleet symbol next to task roll.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Computers plus engineering assistance from the ship, station.
This is a pinch. I don't think the computer, like, she's writing this algorithm.
Did anyone actually say what the difficulty was?
We're
There's-
setting the difficulty.
Setting the
for that.
difficulty. Difficulty is 4, but there's 2 complications to this.
That's what I was asking, if anyone actually said that before we rolled. We said we were rolling 4 dice, not that the difficulty was 4.
No, I thought our
You're
success
s-
was set
just,
the difficulty.
it's just
for that.
whatever the success you get
Oh,
beats the
I thought we
task.
had to set the difficulty before we rolled and then
No.
try to match that. Okay.
So we've set the difficulty at 4.
However, with the because there's no momentum gained on this, so the complications, they're gonna get 2 advantages for this.
So her roll is
we
basically
re-roll?
yeah. We basically just got 2 successes.
Yeah, we don't have anything to re-roll with.
Was it an increased complication read? Was that correct?
Yes, because she's doing this in the moment, hastily writing up a very detailed plans for a shield for whatever you told her to make.
Okay. So they make.
I'm assuming it's a shield matrix. So the turn will pass to them because you have no way to keep the initiative.
Killing them all.
And I will spend 2 to keep. And spending 3 threat. For salvo. And 1 has difficulty 3. I'll spend 1. And make it lucky. A torpedo barrage from this guy here goes across the bow of the Tenshi. It is back to you guys.
All right, we carry out our plan. Have
Yeah, it has a low chance of success now, but you
hey,
know,
we took
we
our
might
shot.
as well.
So you're transmitting the data over to the Tenshi?
Yeah.
What's the difficulty you wish to use for the encryption?
Oh,
This
I
this
thought
is
that
for
was the last.
no. You're so you are creating the actual.
So they need
spoof.
to figure out what we're doing. They need to successfully roll to decrypt. Then they need another roll to understand
Yes.
the plans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we
gives us
need
more of a
we
chance.
need good here.
We don't have anyone to do this. It's a. Oh no, it's a. That's an intercept. Where's the? It doesn't give one.
It's
for...
still control engineering assisted by the ship's communications or station's communications engineering.
We really don't have anyone to do this.
Well, we make use of what we got.
Keller can order somebody.
No, we have. Oh yeah, no. You said it had to be him ordering someone.
Yes, it had to be him.
So yeah, we can just use one of the engineers again.
All right. So
all right, before you do the roll, what's the difficulty?
Well, we got to figure out who we're using first to know how difficult we want to make it. Well, we want to use Jazeel. Neither of them have values. Neither of them have focuses that are going to work. She just happens to have one higher control. Are we going to be assisted by the station's communications security?
Communications engineering. Is what he said.
Communications engineering.
Okay, we have 2 assists. Keller even has a chance to crit on his, because isn't. Are you going to allow composure from Keller? Or persuasion, because he's getting Salon to do what he wants Salon to do?
I'll take persuasion.
Alright, so that means we have a good chance of Keller getting at least 1 crit, probably, on his assist.
All right, so we want Juza Renal to do the roll. So,
Yeah, I'm just thinking about our chances of how high we can get. We all have good people rolling with good stats. The ship's got decent stats for this. Rolling flat, I think you'd easily get 3. So maybe rolling. I don't know if you can get 5, but I think 4 is easily obtainable. If
4
you're
was the
willing to spend some
number.
dice.
4 was the number I was thinking.
So you're saying
Yeah.
the difficulty 4. Okay. Control plus engineering difficulty 4 assisted by the station's communications plus engineering. Color will assist with presence command.
All right, I got the station. Who wants Keller? Who wants Juza?
I'll roll Juza. I assume we're gonna make Arif roll Keller. He's the one in charge.
That's fair.
Oh God.
Spread the blame around.
I'm at the top. I already have all the blame. Alrighty.
So we need Juza to roll first, right?
I'll give you a 3 threat.
Okay, we got 3. 4 for the station. Arif, you'll roll Keller.
Yep. And what am I rolling?
Presence command with a
1 die.
focus.
With color, yeah, just 1 dice.
This is why we don't have a reef roll and it's not a reef's turn.
Well, we just didn't gain any momentum. We got the thing. Would have been nice not to have the complication, but it's going to be a complication when Thursday.
Yeah. So I'm just going to keep that as an advantage for them. So you do succeed at the so you do succeed at it. You send the transmission off. It goes back to them. So I am going to now roll to see if they even manage to figure what this is. Spend the 3 threat. They figure out that it's transmission. They still have to decode it, so their turn has gone. It is
I don't
back
know
to
if
you.
it would change anything, but I think it should be communication security for intercept.
But it doesn't change anything. It's actually higher. It's better for them. But
Then to follow through with the ruse, Salon would order the Tenshi. If we're going to follow through with it, then
Oh,
I would
I
order
need
the
to
Tenshi to go to warp.
before you leave. You need to let me get you power, so you can actually outrun them.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
Since we're trying to, they didn't tell Salon that it was fake data, so I don't know it's fake data. So would I be allowed to use the mission directive since we're trying to escape with the data? Like, I'm trying to get us power so we can escape and get the data out of here.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the actual role is. It's control engineering, I think.
Control or daring plus engineering. Difficulty 2. You're chief engineer, so it's diff 1. Because you're your advantage.
All right. I'll give you 2 dice for the 4th die. 2 threat for the 4th die. Oh, actually, it would be 3 for the 5th.
You rolling 4 dice? Or
Direct neural
3?
interface gives me the 3rd dice. The determination gives me the 4th dice.
Okay, yes, that's right.
So 3 threat for the 5th.
They don't get direct neural interface because you're not being assisted by the ship.
I thought it was just using the computer.
No, I think there's you have to be assisted by the ship, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check real quick.
It's not how we were doing it earlier. Because that's what I
True.
thought, and you told me no, it was just when you were physically using a computer. It says a test that involves or is assisted by. So it doesn't require you to be assisted.
Okay. Then yes. Okay, so 3.
Yep, rolling.
Ooh.
That's 1 too many.
That is 2 too. Yeah, you're right. That is 1 too many. You're right.
So
yeah.
total 6.
I'm gonna put all 6 into power.
Okay. You get 1 power. You gained because that's a total of 6. You gained 5 momentum off of that.
Yeah,
I'm not counting the last dice that was rolled.
Yeah, I'm putting the 5 momentum into power.
So 6 power. So you're at 16 power total for the Tenshi.
So yeah, Salon, I think you're gonna want to spend all but 1 power. Probably don't even have to spend that much, but it's just.
Keep in mind it goes back to them.
Oh yeah, they may succeed at this, and then it doesn't matter. Although Salon won't know that.
No, that is the trick. Salon.
If they figure it out, we're just gonna be screwing ourselves. We'll be forced to screw ourselves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, we had a plan. It was a good plan. Sometimes plans don't work. So we maybe should have spent 2 of those momentum to keep the initiative instead of putting it into power, and then we could have kept the initiative and had the Tenshi warp out.
I don't think it would have changed the result.
Nah. Well, let's see. See if we get lucky. I mean, the GM is spending lots of threat to ensure we don't get lucky. Come on, complications.
That was enough to decode the message.
I thought the difficulty was, we set the difficulty at 4.
I succeeded already at intercepting the transmission, and then I just decoded the plans.
But the decode was 4.
No, but we got so many complications that it pulled it down.
Oh, fair enough.
It is back to you guys.
Well, it is Salon's solemn duty to now screw us all over.
Yeah, well, sorry. Salon, the Tenshi goes to war. We gotta play it like it lies.
You giving the order?
Salon gives the order for the Tenshi to go to warp.
Yeah, you don't have a supporting con officer. So what you're going to do is on the Tenshi seat, it is going to be to go to warp. This uses 1 power.
Oh, yeah. Salon, why don't you direct the NPC? That way we can gain some momentum.
Salon will do that.
It is Control Con. Assisted by the Tenshi's engines plus con. It is difficulty 0. However, you will be spending the amount of power you spend is how much I need to spend. Here's the deal, though. In order to go to warp, you cannot spend more than your total enough power of your total. So you can only spend a maximum of 10 power.
All right,
But
well,
if they actually try to catch us, we get a choice to spend more power, which we have and they won't have.
So
No,
we
you
spend
can't.
the
When you
10
no. When you go to warp, you cannot spend more than 10.
Yeah, but if they spend to match, we get to either spend again or accept that we've been caught, and we can
Yes.
afford to spend again. So you want to spend them. You want to spend the max. It's 10.
So we spend 10 power.
Okay, but okay, still need to do the roll. So we're gonna probably use the since you're directing the NPC on the ship, you just use the ship sheet with the crew task roll.
I'll roll it for you since you're rolling Salon.
All right.
And then control command for the assist for the direct.
Really?
Gain a momentum.
We still get away.
There goes the Tenshi.
Because of the complication,
Someone pops the clutch and the Tenshi doesn't go.
no, the Tenshi goes. You still succeed at the task. Instead of spending 10, you spend 9 power. As your complication when you warp away.
It was still a good plan, even though it didn't work.
All plans are good plans until they don't work.
And, one of them might chase it anyway.
Yeah, because even if our ruse failed and they know that specific transmission was not the one, they don't know that we still don't have the data on the Tenshi. Like we could have already transferred it, or there could be a physical copy on the Tenshi, so they don't actually know if we do or do not have the data. Just that specific transmission was not the data.
I have 2 turns left.
I think if this ship doesn't follow the Tenshi, though, the Tenshi gets away.
Yes.
Which means everybody but Quix and Arif get to keep their characters.
Oh, we're not going to die.
No, the brain don't kill you; they enslave you.
Well, likely it's a div 0.
You can't be assisted, I don't think. I
It's
guess you can because it's a div 0.
Yeah, it is a div 0.
Is it, or is it at least 1 success, or is it succeeding at the? I don't know. It's probably succeeding.
It's succeeding at that.
It might be
You know what?
once. I don't know.
It might be.
You
The
can't
I'm
be
not gonna.
assisted.
I won't take the threat.
Yeah, because you still succeed. It's just the difference between 2 threat or not. I'm trying to find it. Because I don't actually know. It just popped into my head that I didn't know.
Who knew?
Div zeros are pretty rare.
Yeah, I'll throw 3 threat at it. Well, that's a wash.
I think you should continue doing that.
It is back to you guys.
It's all in the spirit of good fun. We screw ourselves by depriving ourselves of half of our people in one ship, and they fail one task for us. It's equal.
That seems fair.
I think you're down to your last 2. If I'm not mistaken.
Probably. I haven't been keeping track. You said you were keeping track.
Yeah, you're down to the last 2.
All right, well, our security guy's gone. Captain's already used the
We
threat.
did have him use his minor to step away, so you could fire for us
Well,
without the increased difficulty.
let's do that. We might as well fight.
You're not going to get the benefit, so you got to make sure you get the right de-piercing and stuff.
Which ship are you going for?
You want to send a message or just take out another ship?
No, we want to take another. We're Starfleet. Come on now, Borg. Let's see if we can disable a second ship.
Which one? Yeah, one that's in extreme range. You get the other 2 that are in close.
We want to hit... This guy's at long?
This guy's extreme. He's at long.
Yeah,
Those
we
2
want
are
to hit
close.
him. You have a
want
much
him
better
to-
chance of hitting that
Technically,
guy.
yeah.
All right. So what's the difficulty to hit that guy?
This guy?
Yeah.
They're all diff 3.
Oh,
This guy's
phasers.
2.
No,
His
he's at
oh, it's
long.
medium range. Yeah.
Yeah.
Torpedoes would be diff 3, but you don't want to use those because he has his shields up. Although,
well, then let's hit. If it's all going to be free, let's hit one of these guys. This one that's close in, and maybe he gets disabled and drifts into one of his buddies.
if you go for the guy at long range and you succeed and have enough momentum left over, you could take a shot at a torpedo shot and you may be able to knock him out. Because torpedoes will only be diff 3 at that range.
Yeah, torpedoes are difficulty 3 at long.
They'll be a diff 5 here.
Okay, that's fair. All right, let's aim. Then Garibaldi will take a shot at that guy. It's control security, right?
Are you firing phasers?
Yeah, we got to fire phasers first. His shields are up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. And we can't afford you to put power into this either, I don't think, now that the Tenshi's gone.
Yeah. Well, it's just a matter of we take a shot and we take a shot.
We're going to lose one. I know that we can't afford to lose more than that.
Yeah. So control security, what's the difficulty? 3, right?
Are you doing phasers, right?
Yes, sir.
At the guy at long range.
Yes.
Div 3 control security assisted by these stations weapon security. It will use 1 power.
All right. So don't want to keep you. So spend the momentum on a 3rd die for Garibaldi.
Go ahead and give him 2 threat. He's probably got 25 threat at this point.
I've been spending it. I actually am at 9.
Oh.
I
Well, if you
wasted
give
a
him-
bunch on a torpedo shot, just so you know.
If you give him 2 threat, you might get some momentum, and you need momentum if you want to have a chance at that extra torpedo shot.
All right. Fair
Okay.
enough. Anything else I need to declare before I fire the shot? Like,
That you're using the Death Star laser.
I would really like to. Thank you. Yeah.
Can you
No.
add power to it?
No, we don't want to add power to it. We
See-
can't afford the power.
That's not actually a moon. That's a space station with a giant death laser.
All right. So, momentum, the 2 threat, no focus on him.
Div 3.
I'll save my determination for when we get boarded and I have to run away.
Oh, you can use your determination to get a swift task.
Yeah.
You could use that to torpedo him if you don't get the
Ooh.
momentum.
There we go. All right, let's roll the shot. It's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you need the station. That's weapon security.
Yes, weapon
Yeah.
security. Gain a
4.
momentum. Roll. Okay, you're just gonna have one
One in the box.
Yes. And roll damage for the station.
We got advanced sensors. Doesn't that bring down the difficulty?
No,
you have to use the sensors.
Yeah, and that would have helped at the scan for weakness, and I forgot to give that to you. So and I just realized.
Yeah,
that,
we would have gotten 1 momentum out of it. It wouldn't have been a big deal.
well, you would have been. The float you gained earlier would have went away, so it was kind of nonchalant as it is. So yeah, roll weapons damage.
Make sure you put the cursor in the box and hit enter, because I think you did not do that. I think
That
you
was
rolled
already
too
on one. So
many.
I
It should be 13.
2,
It
3,
should be
4,
14,
5,
I think.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Should be 14 total because
Should be 14 total.
So yeah, I rolled. That's the right.
Okay,
That's right.
Yeah. Ignore me. You want to use those 2 versatile into piercing.
Okay, so 2 versatile into piercing. What does that do for us? Do we hurt him?
That is a breach. A breach.
Oh, go ahead and re-roll 6.
Then that's 1 momentum, right?
Yeah.
Let's spend the momentum to reroll 6. Put 6 in that little box.
Ooh, that's good. That should be
14. So he's down to 1 shield.
And he's taken 2 breaches.
No, 1 breach.
Oh, 1 breach. Okay.
Shields didn't go down.
That means you need to use torpedoes. You might have had the option if his shields went down to use phasers instead, but you really do need to use torpedoes now.
All right. So Garibaldi will use his determination.
A
Oh,
value.
it's actually
A value.
Value would be either mission directive or don't start a fight, but if in one, damn sure finish it.
Well, you didn't start this one.
Sure.
But he's finishing a fight. That's the key to that value.
Yeah. I was saying it matches perfectly.
Difficulty's 4.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Control security.
the
Div 4.
Swift task increase.
It also
Yeah, I knew that.
if you're using torpedoes, you give me 1 threat. If you're going with salvo, that is total of 3 threat.
Salvo only gives you 1 extra challenge dice, I think, but it gives you
Spread.
You don't really need that. All you need to do is 1. You need to do 5 damage total, and you need to do piercing.
All right, because I'm going to need to spend the threat to get 5 die. So
I say there's probably like a 30% chance that this doesn't kill him unless you use spread. Spread, I think you're guaranteed, but I think you probably got a 30% chance of failure. Like, you'll probably succeed, but there's a significant chance here that you don't get enough damage.
all right, at Div 4, I need the 5 dice.
Okay.
I would go ahead and spin the 3. I'd go ahead and salvo it.
In for a penny, in for a pound. I'll salvo. I'll spend for 5 dice.
9 threats.
You're welcome. 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus the station.
Which means we can quash.
6. Spend a quash.
Add an extra challenge dice, so it should be 4 in the box for photon torpedoes, and roll damage.
We may actually want to hold off on quashing. Yeah, that's what I thought. We actually need to use, instead of quashing, we need to spend those 2 to get rid of the resistance.
So take it up.
You going to not squash the complication?
I'm thinking. So
Well,
actually
what-
no, because 1 damage gets us
2 breaches.
and then high yield. Yeah, no, we'll disable him without, so we'll quash and then we'll disable.
without destroying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold up. With the salvo, so real quick, you're doing 2, so that drops their shields. That goes 0, so that is 2 breaches. So it brings them to a total 3. Now for the salvo portion of it, it is half. So for the total,
Oh, yeah,
Hold
you're
up.
right.
let me add this up real quick.
But
So
their resistance
6
is
6 rounded down to half, so that's 3 plus 1 per after each additional after the first effect, so that's a total
Oh.
of 6.
You
That's
did
another
destroy
2
them.
breaches, so that's a total of 5 breaches.
Garibaldi.
And
What did you do?
kaboom.
And he didn't even call on his former host as a security officer. I
You
thought
did not
about
call
that.
that. You didn't call for it.
I didn't. So I did that without a focus. I might need it later for something. Playing hide and go seek with the Breen that board the station. Garibaldi just kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, I think I got him."
Yes,
Can you remove the dots from the ones that haven't gone, or we haven't switched?
all of
around
them gone.
turns?
We haven't switched around yet. You guys have
Oh.
1 turn left.
What can we use that to do? Who hasn't gone yet? Mountain's on a different ship.
Yeah, Mountain is on the Tenshi.
We haven't taken any breaches yet because we haven't taken any damage yet. Who has an engineering of anything? Any score?
On the Tenshi or the station?
No, the station.
Yeah, the station. Yeah. Garibaldi failed engineering 101.
Arif.
You've already
Reef
gone,
went.
though.
A decent engineering score.
It's whoever hasn't gone yet.
We used Renal, Inglis, and Parker.
Okay, what can we do? We still got science folks, right? And we still got security folks that haven't gone. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Science already is
whatever-
gone. Renal is on technically using the sensor stuff, so
yeah, whatever we're gonna do is we're gonna require an override. I'm thinking, should we override and get power? Should we override and get a scan for weakness?
We're at 2, 1, or we're at 3.
We have 6.
Okay, so we got power for the moment.
Yeah, but they have the chance to take us out in 1 hit, but they probably won't. They'll probably take 2 hits. If we can get more power, it may be 3, which gives us a lot of breathing room.
All right, let's go for power rather than.
Yeah, I'm trying to hunt down if we have a supporting character with like a 2 or something.
We've got science officer,
Ryder, Sarah Ryder.
With
Ryder has 3.
Yeah, let's have Ryder do an override, because override's only difficulty 2, and we're going to get at least 1 power out of it.
override is an increased difficulty of 1. So if you're doing,
but the
it's
base
diff
difficulty
3.
is 1.
That'd be 3. Power management.
Is it base 2?
It is base 2, but you only had base 1 because you're the chief engineer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That means you're going to have to give a bunch of threat.
Well, why don't we?
Or we can have her override a scan for weakness.
Be diff
She's
2.
got a 5 for 4.
Let's have her do that.
Which vessel are you doing a scan for weakness?
You know what we could do? You can't do area with torpedoes, can you?
No.
Okay. Man, if
No.
we'd be doing a lot better if we had our ace.
Yeah.
What would just scan for weakness on one of these 2 close-in ships?
Yeah.
To
Which
say,
one?
I don't know. That's a 6 in one hand, half dozen on the other. So the one on the right.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So control science.
Control science
I
is
think
by the station's weapon, sensors plus security, difficulty 1. You're doing one of the ones close.
Wait, scan for weakness.
Base is 1. You're doing override, which increases it by 1. You have advanced sensors, which then decreases it by 1. So difficulty
Go on.
1.
So for Ryder, it's control science or control security?
Control science.
For her, okay.
The station is sensors security.
Sorry. All right, I'll roll Ryder. Let's not give him any more threat. Let's just roll with this.
Come on, complication.
So
Ooh.
That's a success.
yeah,
The closest one?
yeah, that one.
Okay. With that, we're going to go to the next scene.
Well, we drop our momentum by 1, but
There.
we don't have any.
In compensation, I will accept if we drop in threat by 1.
No.
I like that idea. That's fair.
We go to on board the USS Ascension. I gotta get used to your name. You gonna go by either Hayes or Isoni? Am I saying that right?
We'll go by
Isoni?
Hayes.
Hayes. Okay. Hayes, you are enjoying a rather leisure ride towards your new posting on board the Sydney-class starship, USS Ascension. When all of a sudden you are awakened as the sounds of the alert sirens going off on the station and explosions could be heard in the background.
Damn. Well, I guess it's time to get to work.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Yeah, with that, Hayes is going to jump up and he'll immediately get on comms and ask where the source of the alert is coming from.
You get static from your comms.
Now he has to use his eyes. I hate using those things. All right. He's going to immediately exit the room and begin scanning the halls for any intruders.
So you're exiting the room. You're. Keep in mind you can't move your token, so.
Oh, I can move my token. Okay.
Should be able to move it. May not.
Oh.
Make sure I have something. You see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it. It's just being temperamental. Hold on. Let me reconnect. Okay, let's try it now. Mr. Token, would you like to? Would you kindly move?
No, I'm on vacation.
Yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason I'm just having an immense amount of lag, and this usually doesn't happen uh,
Okay.
to me.
You can ping wherever you want to go on the map.
All right. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna completely close down Google and reopen. We're gonna see if that helps. I'm also going to close some of my other tabs open because I had the core rulebook open as I was in there with you guys, so that might have something to do with it, but we'll find out. So, how's everybody's day?
Oh, but I'm gonna take a momentary lapse to go take my contact lens.
All right. So, anyways, I started blasting. That's gonna be my whole story arc. That's it. That's all that happens. I just start blasting. Or phasing. It's different. This isn't Star Wars. Deconstructing? I don't know.
Set phasers to stun.
All right. Actually, speaking of phasers, he is going to equip his phaser, and his phaser is in fact going to be set to stun.
Okay. Keep in mind we are essentially kind of in combat, so you will have an action. You have essentially an action and a minor action.
All right. So a minor action would be switching the phaser to stun.
No, the minor action would be drawing it.
Yeah, minor action is drawing.
Okay.
It's
Alright,
already set to stun. You don't need to tell the GM about stun or fire unless you're intending to kill someone. Then you
Yes.
tell them.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Here, real quick though, I'm gonna put you back into the room. That
Okay. Thank you.
over that way is the essentially bathroom, and then there's a door down here that leads to the towards the corridor.
All right. That's where I'd like to go. If you could move me there.
All right. You walk up to the door. For this though, give me insight plus security difficulty of 1.
Okay.
So with that on your
Let's
character
see if I
sheet,
can-
you just select
So it's
insight.
insight, security, and then difficulty 1.
No. So
You
have
focus.
to real quick. So when I said the
Yes.
difficulty, that doesn't mean how many dice you're rolling. That just means how many successes
Oh.
you get. You will always roll 2 dice when you're doing a task at minimum, unless you're assisting, and then it's just 1 dice. Okay.
All right.
For your focus, I will take infiltration for a focus.
Okay.
So then you select yes. And if you wish
yes.
to buy dice, you have to either spend momentum or give me threat.
And I am not doing that.
Okay, so then you just roll 2 dice. And just hit the little star face symbol. Alright. You make it.
Well, that's. Oh. Okay.
You succeeded. You just 1 success, and you got the success. Okay.
Okay.
For your success, as you approach the door, you hear noises, and you hear the people sort of screaming, and then you hear this type mumbling noise. Well, not mumbling, like a robotic type noise. I'm going to cut away to another character real quick.
Already. I wonder who it is.
We'll go in order here. the person who is playing Alan Robertson, you were getting ready to get to your shift when you're alerted to the sudden sounds of the red alert. As you're just about to hop in, in the sonic shower and get ready for your duty, when you're jolted from your bed and the room shakes, and you get the alert over the intercom of intruder alert.
Oh boy. So, Mr. Robinson, first and foremost, is going to start to dash towards the door. Then he's going to stop for a second because he's going to remember he's just about to take a shower. So he probably needs some clothes. So, we're going to take a second to throw on. Um, you know what? I'm the pilot. I'm gonna throw on whatever's closest. If it's a uniform, great. If it was my off-duty clothes, it is what it is. The ship needs steering.
I mean, it could be like a kilt situation where you get like a fear bonus if you don't have clothes.
You know what? As long
Let's
as I
run
don't
out
go
swinging
around
in the breeze.
speaking in the ship, I am feeling good about it. I have physique.
Okay, so
It
you're
worked
gonna
against the Romans.
That's true. But, so you're gonna take your time to don your uniform.
I'm gonna throw it on. I'm not gonna really take my
Right.
time, but yes.
Okay, so that's still it's gonna be your action. So I'm not gonna make you roll for it. But
Much obliged, because I don't really want to screw that up.
Aw.
No.
Now you want to make a roll for it, don't you?
We're gonna go over to Kiv. Kiv, you're kind of in the same boat. You're getting ready to get ready for your shift, and the alert sirens go off, and you get the notice for intruder alert. And right now, I believe only the players you can only see the character that you're currently playing. Correct?
No,
Yes.
I can see two. I can see looks like a black human and a Andorian.
Okay.
I don't know who those characters are.
I think one of those is my character,
I can see Hayes,
I'm playing an Andorian, I know that.
and I
so-
can see the other three characters.
So in that you then, Winchester, the
No,
Andorian?
I can see my character and I can see someone else's character.
I can also see Hayes' character.
Everyone
Yeah, I
should
can
be
Yeah,
able to
I
see
see-
Hazes, but-
I see you removing them like I can no longer see them under the Ascension tab, but I can still see them on the map.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll continue. But yes. So, what do you do?
It would actually be helpful if you added them back under the tab because I won't be able to say who they are. Like I don't know who their character names unless they're in the tab.
Fair enough. Yes, so what are you doing?
What is who doing?
Kiv. The Kiv Shalorit, which I believe Winchester's playing. Or lit.
Will you let me spin through it?
What?
To grab an Ushan, a personal Ushan. I don't have the talent, but I'm thinking I should be able to still grab one if he has what is a personal effect for if I give you a momentum spend.
You would have to spend for the Ushan, so
That's what I was asking. If you'd allow me to do that.
yeah. Trying to remember the page.
It's just 2 challenge dice vicious, I think.
I was looking for the cost real quick. Which
Oh, it's gonna be 1. It's gonna be equal to a mechlith. One opportunity, 1 escalation.
Mechlef is only just the opportunity cost of 1.
Oh, well then it should be because
Should just be 1 threat then.
Yeah, the game kind of like obfuscates that. It's just based on the size, not on what it does. So like swords, mechliths, Ushans, they're all the same stats.
Okay. For the Ushan, yeah, it's 2 challenge dice vicious 1, and then I'll take a threat because
Then I will start running. Am I the ship's? I'm the ship's security officer, or I am a security officer on the ship.
A security officer on the ship.
So there is a chief tactical officer who is someone else.
Yes. You technically should be on duty because you were about to enter in essentially beta shift when the alarm went off. So you're about ready to get the report for duty.
All right. Well, since 2 of my focuses are not ship-based things, they are ground-based things, I'm gonna head to an armory to try to get together a squad of guys.
Okay, we're doing this in tasks, so minor action.
Move. Yeah, to move. I'm gonna use my action to move to an armory.
Fitness, security difficulty 0. Gain 2 momentum. Before you spend that, I should have deleted that.
If there's someone like outside the door,
you get,
then I probably shouldn't even roll that task.
Well, I'm asking what you're doing. Your first thought is you're rushing to it, and as you exit the door, you still have the 2 momentum. You see 4 Breen soldiers just outside in the corridor.
Yeah, but I've only moved as far as a minor action.
Right, which is there.
Yeah, but I had to spend my whole action to do that. I basically just got like.
I'm going in turn order for a lot of stuff, so.
Yeah. But it means I get to get shot 4 times before I get to do anything.
You can spend a momentum and to duck back inside.
No, I'll spend 2 for a swift task.
Okay.
Since I did a run action, can I move anywhere that's reasonable?
If you're wanting to go hand in hand, you would be that guy there. The one closest to you. Daring security opposed. Keep in mind this is a swift task, so.
I'm gonna give you 6 threat.
I'm spending that back at you. Ooh. No momentum gain, but you do succeed. I'm just gonna
I
buy off the
don't.
complication.
I tie him.
Yes. Ooh, that's right. It is a tie.
But I'm gonna offer to succeed at complication, nullifying our complications and letting me succeed.
Okay, that's fine. Roll damage. Assuming you're using the Ushan, so that's
Yeah.
2
I'm
plus
adding
security.
a weapon real quick. I don't know how it's spelled, so you're going to get something that has a U-S-H-A and an N in it, but I can't guarantee how many of those it will be. Oh, I went 2 N's instead of 2 A's. Will you take a threat for a momentum spend?
That's vicious 1, so that's 5.
Yeah.
That takes him down.
Oh, I thought he was going to have a special suit or something. I thought I was going to have to do more damage.
There's no resistance on these guys, so.
Oh, if I slice through a suit, does he just die?
Doesn't say, but it. I'm assuming the suit gives him enough protection, but you knock him out because you're not going for lethal. So, if the attack was lethal, I would say otherwise, but
no, I'm not gonna do that yet. After they shoot me 3 times here, if I'm still up, I'll do it. But hopefully, whoever's character else that is across the hallway is gonna come out here and take a couple of shots.
On his turn.
No. I choose not to.
One of them gets to go, so.
Can I argue for cover dice from his fallen comrade? 1 cover dice?
No. Did have her weapons drawn, so took one of them by surprise. The other one is going to fire. I'll spend a threat. God, their stats are terrible. It's going to fire a disruptor pistol at you, and completely whiffs. Pew pew pew.
Is it pew 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 or is it more?
Is that better?
It sounds like he's firing torpedoes at me.
It's clearly
Actually, it sounds like he's flying a Defiant and firing at me.
I think they used the same sound effect for them both. So.
Hey, Star Trek reuses a lot of things, and we can do the same thing here.
All right. He fires his pistol at you and completely misses. We are going to go to one of the others.
Yes, darkness.
Yeah, I don't think you can see these. Who is up next here? Currently, I will say to the 3 remaining, all of you were doing various tasks when the alert went out. You were actually all on duty at the time when the Breen boarded, started firing, and the 3 of you are left standing with 4 Breen standing there with weapons over you, and as a motion to put down your phasers. So whichever the three of them, so it would be Jensen, Riley, or Rawl. Does Jensen or Rawl or Riley wish to go? Which one?
Are these two generic crewmen here? Are they casualties of the firefight?
They're casualties of the firefight. They're currently down on the ground. Appears they've been shot.
Dead or alive?
I don't know. They're incapacitated currently.
Well, since someone else is speaking, Riley will go, and being the nurse, she will attempt to, and she's very nervously looking, holding up a hand, no phaser, and medical tricorder to check the two crewmen.
Are these characters supposed to have phasers?
No. I didn't put them on them, but currently, technically, you have them. Whether or not you, because they literally like what you can understand. They're telling you to drop your weapons and to not move.
I'm just asking because there's no phaser on the sheet.
Yeah, I didn't put any on there.
Okay. Who's the ranking officer, I guess is the question.
Technically, it would be, I think, Riley is the highest rank currently in that room. But since Riley mentioned that they're going, Riley, you need to give me presence command opposed.
Okay. I'll roll flat if you will.
That's fine.
And that went Riley.
You are very intimidated by this guy as he is literally pointing his weapon and he's looking like he's going to shoot you if you move.
Riley says, "Please let me help them. Don't shoot me." Just a nurse. She's not going to move.
He is going to go. I'm going to spend 3 threat.
Especially with the trait you gave her.
I wanted to make it interesting for you guys. So yeah, everyone needs to make an opposed. Actually, everyone needs to make control command. As he's mumbling, essentially he's intimidating all of you. Ooh, it's 4.
Well, that'll go well for Riley.
I don't think she could beat that. We'll give it the old college to try. Take a threat.
All right. And I just need a raw. It is 5 challenge dice. All of you take, well, technically, take 3 stress damage. It's non-lethal, but yeah. 3 stress, as he's definitely trying to intimidate you to get you to stand down and not do anything. one of the social mechanic things. Alright. They're going those leave it is Jensen or a roll.
So what did the roll we just did do?
It was essentially to resist being intimidated by him. You took 3 stress. Essentially, if you take like an injury from take 5 stress damage from it, your character is essentially kind of yield but you're not yielding yet because they didn't roll a high enough damage. Essentially,
What's this door?
that goes into another corridor, adjacent corridor. Keep in mind, they technically fair. Those 2 went. He's pointing a disruptor pistol at you, the 2 of you.
You go one way, I'll go the other.
That's what I'm thinking. I go through this door, you go through that door.
Yeah.
Either we try to call security down here.
Sounds good.
There's turbo lifts too, by the way, down there.
Yeah, but I think he's in the way. I think we have a plan, though. I go this way. He goes that way. He can't possibly shoot us both. Whoever lives calls security.
Perfect.
I mean, you heard the announcement, intruder alert, so.
Yeah, but we need to report that to security that there's Breen on this deck.
Right, no.
That's what I'm getting at.
I could try to punch him, but it wouldn't work.
Tink.
I need to make this map bigger.
I think he'd be offended more than anything.
Which one of you is going?
I can go first if you want to live. I mean, go.
I mean, technically, we're trying to go at the same time and make him choose who to go after.
So, if you're going at the same time, then one of you needs to do a prepare minor action, and then you're going to wait for the other one to go.
Yeah, that's fine. I can prepare.
Okay.
You
doing
prepare. Okay.
So,
I'm gonna get a drink real quick, actually. Right back.
he's keeping watch, so he's going to prepare minor action to shoot whichever one of you takes off. So, goes to a roll.
All right, let's go. I'll give you 3 threat. Get 2 extra die.
So you're running.
Yeah, I'm exiting that door. Hey, guy, how's it going? What's going on? Oh my God, look at me.
Okay, well, so it's going to be fitness security difficulty 0, but as you're doing that,
Can I try to slowly walk my way over there and try to fast talk him?
No.
Okay.
Like you're running to the door, right?
I'll dash. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna spend 3 threats. Why not? Extra threat for aim?
My focus of troubleshooting, would that help?
All right, back.
Well, Doctor, as you get up and you're getting ready to start running, he shoots you. 2, 4, 6, 7 to a roll for stress damage. As you get shot.
Then my action should
Yes.
probably have gone off too.
Yes. Roll fitness security difficulty 0. But overall, real quick, though, I want to resolve your roll first. Are you going as you get up? Are you going down, or are you...
I am out of stress because of the non-lethal.
It is a non-lethal, but
I had 7, so I'm at 0 stress. So I take a wound, I guess.
should be
He
at
takes
0.
2 injuries basically. So he has 1 lethal injury.
That's not. No. Okay, you think.
Yeah, he took 5, and then that
Yeah.
knocked his stress to 0.
Oh, the 3.
I had 2.
Yeah. Don't worry about that 3, because that's not for. It's different stress calculation. So, you didn't 0 out. Okay, just let you
Okay.
know. It's the social
Still an
things.
injury.
Yeah. Are you going down? Or are you wanting to stay up?
What do
Oh,
I
if you
need
could
to do?
stay
then?
up, keep running.
I'll
have to
stay
give
up
me
if I
2.
can.
You have to give me 2 threat.
Okay.
All right. Fitness security difficulty 0.
I already gave you threat for my
So you're
extra
on-
die, right?
No, not yet. I didn't take it, but
Oh, okay. I was gonna give you 3 to get 2 extra die.
okay. So you're rolling 4. Get 1 momentum, so you get to the door. With that momentum, you're down another hallway.
All right, and I gotta get to a security panel.
Okay, well, you're down the hallway.
Then
With
I
that,
should-
you get to the door. And as you get to the door, you stop suddenly as a brain is right in front of you.
At that point, she has no choice but to surrender.
All right, we're gonna go back to Hayes.
All right. I can move myself now, finally. I had to turn hardware acceleration on. That was the problem.
Yeah, this because it's dynamic lighting.
Yep. All right. So-
you heard the scuffle out. You heard the noise and everything out there. You're at the door. What are you doing?
I am going to take cover on the side of the door, just before I go through it. And then
Is speaking free?
Speaking's free. Minor action to get into cover by the door. So
Yeah,
All
then
right.
I'll point and say hit the 2 in the back.
All right. And I'm guessing he's talking about these guys.
yes.
Okay. Then if that's the case, I will do as he says and attempt to nail the 2 in the back.
So
This
hold
one
on.
first.
You can only target one unless you're charging for area, which area it is close enough for area. However, you've already spent your minor action to take cover.
Yes.
So you'll need to spend a momentum to gain another minor action to charge your phaser for area.
Okay. Sure. Do we? Now, how do I spend that? Do I just click it?
You just say it.
Just
Quicks
say it.
is controlling that.
All right. Well, then I'll spend my momentum.
It is control plus security difficulty 2, because he's in
All
medium
right.
range to hit that guy.
Control plus security, and then it's a task roll of 2. Correct?
If you're rolling just 2 dice, if you're rolling the base, yes, it is 2. You get to hit 2 difficulty on it. Sorry, you have to get
Alright.
2 successes on it. You'll be rolling 2 dice as it is. You have hand phaser, so you have a focus.
Okay.
If you wish to roll more dice, you will need to give me threats.
Well, this is a pretty dire situation, so why not?
How many dice do you wish to roll?
I will roll. I'll roll just 1 additional.
Okay, you're giving me 1 threat.
All right.
So you'll click 3 and then just hit the Starfleet combat symbol.
All right. Thank you.
That is a hit. So down on your character sheet, the very bottom where it says Phaser Type 2, I've already inputted it for you. You just hit the Starfleet symbol to roll the damage.
Okay.
That is 7 to that guy. You got 2 effects, so you will hit the other one, which will take both of them down.
All right. Sweet.
And the turn passes to them, which I think they were in a new round, so he hasn't gone yet. Yeah, he last one standing there. Not dumb.
If he's not dumb, then he'd surrender.
We'll see what he does. I kind of hope he doesn't.
He's gonna move in and he's going to attack you in hand to hand. Thinking maybe that's my best odds. So you're going to roll opposed daring security.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll. You'll be rolling 2 dice for your base. You have, I believe, hand to hand combat.
All right.
So you have a focus. So you will select 2 on your task roll.
So daring and then security.
Yes.
And then this is just going to be a base task roll. Due to my physical enhancement.
No, that doesn't. So that's not going to give you any extra damage. Okay. However,
Yes.
if you wish to use your physical enhancement, you can technically, essentially, for this, buy extra dice using it. Per dice, though, it is you have to roll 3 challenge dice. You take that in stress.
Okay.
So if you want to add an extra dice, you can roll. If you want to, you have to roll 3 challenge dice if you wish to add an extra dice to your pool.
Doing that more than once at a time, buying more than 1 die at a time like that is really risky because you could knock yourself unconscious.
Yeah. So I'll just do the standard right now. Just a standard roll.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see if I'm any good.
Gain 2 momentum.
All right.
And then at the bottom where it says unarmed strike, roll it the Starfleet symbol.
Okay.
No, it's the one above that.
Yeah, it's the one above.
Oh, wait, that's the phaser. Whoops. I blasted him.
Which, if the GM takes that, you would have done 5.
All right, there.
Or you did in 6.
I'll take the top one, but you do knock him out.
Okay. So I'd probably just grab him by his helmet and smash him against the door. Because, punching that thing would probably not be very effective.
Maybe, maybe not. It goes back to you guys.
What's his character's rank?
He's a lieutenant.
So 1 above me.
All right.
Did you...
Go ahead.
Does that mean... So it says fellow junior officers. Does that mean fellow people who are not part of the senior staff are people who are under him?
People... So... anybody in the junior department, he is not part of your crew. He's a passenger.
That's what I'm asking. So if it's anyone that's not senior staff, that would count him. If it's people who are rank above him, if it's only people who rank below him, then that wouldn't count.
Anyone who's lieutenant, junior grade, and below, you're like equal rank and below, or Yeah.
Is that what you? It's what you meant by it. That's all I'm
Yes.
asking.
Yes.
So he does not count in what you wrote.
Right.
Okay. But he's not part of the ship's crew either.
Correct. He's not. He is a passenger.
All right. Then I'll say, Lieutenant, I have to get to the armory to organize a security detachment so we can clear this deck. You can move with me, or you can take care of yourself.
Well, it'll be better if we stick together. I'll follow your lead. This is your ship after all.
Then I will. Yeah, I want to head towards, I guess, the armory on this deck, and I'll clear them out as I go.
Okay.
I'd like to pick up their disruptors if it's possible, just in case we come across other Starfleet people. We can hand them a weapon.
Let you know. You do know your Alan, who is adjacent to your cabin, has the same duty rotation as you do. So
Okay,
he
well
should be
then
coming out of his quarters. So unless you wish, to grab him or not, is up to you.
Yeah, we'll try to grab him.
Uh,
I don't know if we're kind of not in a turn order for the moment. Are we still in a turn order?
You're still technically in a turn order because I still have the other two to deal with on the other
Yeah.
side.
Fair enough. Hayes, as before this person moves, he's going to ask if there's anyone else on this floor of the ship.
We'll get anyone in this compartment, then we'll move forward and try to find whoever else we can find. There's lots of people on this deck.
All right. We should probably try and save as many as we can.
I guess. Can I then use my minor to grab their guns and then talk to him? I mean, my action to talk to him, or I don't know how you want to do this.
It's gonna be a minor to move to the door.
Okay, it's not that important then. It's gonna be too difficult to do stuff like that, so I'll just open his door and I'll ready my action if any brains show up, because I can't move anyways because I'll have to wait for his turn. So
I'm okay.
I'll just ready my action.
I'm going to ask this. So for the three that are currently in this section, since the Breen are currently down, are the three of you mobilizing together and grabbing what you need?
Yeah.
I mean, if I can't site to site transport to the cockpit, then yes.
Currently, internal communications is down.
Then yes.
Okay. Let's go with this way. Since both of you are going, we'll have one person assist, the other one roll a. Let's go insight plus security, difficulty 2, to essentially gather what weapons they have.
I'd probably be not the worst assist, but I shouldn't be leading this charge.
You sound really far away.
This better?
Yeah.
My fault. My phone turned on me and I didn't realize.
You're gonna do what?
I had said that I could assist, but I probably shouldn't lead the charge.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't assist either, but
Oh, I clicked focus. Would you accept hand phasers? Since that's what I'm looking for. If not, then I only got a 1.
Yeah, it would have been an increased complication, which you didn't roll a 19, so you managed to grab 4 disruptors between
All right.
a lot.
There we have. Yeah, if we find people without guns, we can give them guns. Phasers, I guess.
Okay, back over to Dr. Riley and Jensen. Which one do you like to go first? Because someone, I'm giving you a free option. You guys technically need to go.
I want to see the others go so that
Oh,
maybe
hold
they'll
on.
generate some momentum.
Jensen, as you start to run, when you get there, run. This one runs up to you and attempts to grapple you. Roll pose daring security.
Daring security, yeah.
Yes.
I'll just roll straight up.
Nothing happens unless you wish to succeed at cost.
This is not a fight you can win, so
Currently, he is blocking the doorway, keeping you from advancing, but he's not able to grapple you as you're kind of dodging and weaving. Oh, roll a challenge dice for me. Okay. Okay. It goes into the trait, so. He went. It is now your go or Riley's go.
I guess I'll attempt to break the grapple. Or
You're not grappled. He's just blocking the way, so it's an increased difficulty if you're trying to run past him, or
what's the increase?
it's by 1.
Yeah, I'll just try to run past him.
Which way are you going?
That door.
Fitness security, you have to at least get 1 success.
Yeah,
Or, well,
take a-
actually, you get 2, technically.
Take a threat.
You get to here, but you're not able to make it to the door. You do get by him, but you're not able to get to the door.
Cool.
His go. He aims and fires at you, Jensen. You take 4 stress.
Hmm.
Not enough to take you down. I believe Riley, it's your go.
All right. I'm going to select for momentum. All right. I'm going to take the minor action to drop prone, but I'm not just dropping like taking cover. She is going to pretend to faint and try to make them think maybe she is no longer a threat to them and see if they start to. The idea is she's going to pretend to faint and hope that they will disregard her. And since I'm on duty, is this a medical station? Do I have like
No.
medical?
No, it's not. This is just it's a corridor.
Okay.
Presence command difficulty 2.
I'll give you a threat. Hey.
You fall down dramatically and appear to pass out. He walks up and takes a look at you and just stands with his pistol over top of you. Of course, you have your eyes closed. Prepare. He goes. He's giving orders. Seeing the last one got away from him, he's going to attempt to chase. Attempts to follow overall. That's it for them. So we go back over to the other group on the other side.
All right. So Hayes is going to walk out, and he's going to say, "All right. So, where are we heading?"
We're going this way to the armory.
The armory. I hope you have some Type 3 phasers in there.
Well, that's the rally point for security on this deck, so hopefully we'll get some help and some phasers wouldn't hurt. So yeah, we'll just go this way.
All right, right behind you. Well, actually, you should be behind me. All right. So how far can I move?
So you want to get to the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I should be asking is how do I determine how far I can move?
So with the minor action, you can only move one range zone category. So technically, a minor action, you would need 2 to get to there.
Okay, fair enough.
Which you only get 1, and then you have an action, which you can perform a certain task. You can technically sprint to there, which you would just need a momentum to get there. Like, so you need to gain a momentum to sprint right up to that door.
All right. And currently, though, I think I used.
You've already used your minor to move to the center of the area.
Yeah, which is fair.
I'll run over here. I'll use my action to get over here.
All right.
So hold up. So Hayes,
Yes.
you would have to gain a bunch of momentum for this, or use your determination. If you sprint up to the door and open the door, you could, because since you have crisis management, you could order the Lieutenant Junior Grade Kiv here to run up and prepare, and then engage in the room. Like, you can order him to sprint up there without him having, but you have to, or you could do that now and order him to sprint up there. But
yeah, you can help me get to the door where I can do stuff after I get to the door.
All right. Then I will. I'll order him to move up to the door and prepare for a breach.
Okay. So yeah, fitness security difficulty 0, Kiv. You need at least 1 momentum to get there. That's enough. You get to the door.
So now it is my. Oh no, it's their turn.
It's
'cause
their turn, but technically all of them went. So
Okay. Well, then I'll. I can see. I assume I can actually see through the door because I can see through the door.
Yes, you can see through the door.
Okay. Then we're gonna charge for area and we're gonna try to hit these two guys.
I'm going to spend some threat to increase the difficulty by 1, so control security difficulty 3.
I'm gonna give you 3 threat.
Gain a momentum, roll damage.
I'm a security officer. Why do I have a type 1? Am I supposed to have a type 1?
Supporting character.
Should have used the disruptor. Oh, it was enough.
Oh god. Are the Type 1 phasers the phasers that like look like the
They're little
the-
handheld. They look like they're little tiny boxes.
Yeah. Oof. Very intimidating.
I mean, it's gonna work.
It's 7. That is enough to, and you got the effect. So that's enough to take those 2 down.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Uh,
Freaking face exploded.
I think I'm gonna spin for a miner to move into this room.
Currently, you're in cover.
I guess I don't. I can't actually see that there's anything I need to be in cover for. Is there? Is that? I see the bottom of a token here, but I don't know who it is.
Right.
I guess I'll just stay here.
Yeah, no, if you
You
want to
could-
spend it for the extra money, you can move in.
Can I take like half cover here?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you can move into cover there.
Okay.
Seeing his friends getting shot, well, his superior getting shot, and you rushing in and taking a diving leap around the cushion area, he's going to attempt to shoot at you. Spend a threat.
Is that half cover for me?
Yeah, you rolled 2 challenge dice. Ooh.
There's enough. Oh, no, it's not.
2, 4, 6, 8. Roll 2 challenge dice. So
did.
6.
Take 2 threat.
No, not all players. He technically went. It is Alan's go if he wishes to do anything. There, you do hear the sound of phaser and disruptor fire.
As a helm officer, would I natively have a weapon? Well, I helped gather the weapon, so.
Yes, there is. You do have a disruptor pistol. I can add that to the sheet real quick. You do have your type 1 though.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Hayes, right?
Yes.
He's looking pretty able. Is it possible to basically hold my action and follow him and essentially look to him for guidance in the situation.
You can prepare your minor action. When he moves, you move as well. You take your action.
Yes, I will. That is what I shall do.
Okay. So you're doing a prepare?
Yes.
All right. Um, it's back to them. Hearing the shot, this guy steps forward in the hallway to see what's going on. It's minor. Do you have orders to take? He's going to rush and try to pose daring security. Give. Spend a threat for the extra minor.
I'll give you 6 threat. Oh, never mind, I won't.
Gain 3.
No. There's no focus.
Oh, he doesn't have. That's right. He doesn't have hand to hand. You gain a threat, or gain a momentum.
I want to use a momentum. No, I don't, because he's gonna go down anyways.
As he's charging you, in your other hand, you, with Ushan in one hand and Type 1 face in the other, you smack him down to the ground. The quick left hook across the Breen's helmet, knocking him unconscious. It is Jensen or Riley's go.
Right. Does Riley have a Type 1 phaser honor? It's not on the character sheet.
No. Technically, yes.
Okay. So I like to spend the 2 momentum for an advantage that this Breen that's standing right here over me is not really paying attention to me anymore because of all this other stuff. And use my mire to draw my Type 1 and pretty much just kind of reach out close to his leg and shoot him. Do you take that for the momentum for advantage? Tell us he doesn't see me coming.
You don't really need the advantage to pull out the Type 1, but...
Well,
no, the advantage is going to be to help get the difficulty lower, because it's going to be a diff 3.
yeah, so that's what I wanted the advantage for, was that guy that was standing over me, because of all this stuff that's happening over on the side of the room, he's not, and it's like this puny human is passed out and fainted, and he's not paying attention to me anymore.
Sure.
And then I would shoot him.
Control security difficulty 2.
And I will give you a threat for a 3rd die. Here's hoping. Hey!
Roll damage.
Big damage.
You get 5. That's 3 to him.
I just clicked the little button.
Is that it?
That's 3. Can I give you a threat for a 4th one? Or was that, because that's not gonna, 3 won't put him down, right?
Need 5.
Oh. Will you take 2 threat for additional damage?
Sure, but I'm gonna spend that 2 threat. You discharge your phaser and you take him down. However, your Type 1 phaser is now out of juice.
Fair enough. And then that would be it for Riley.
Keep reading, doors are automatic. Okay. Riley went. It is the... This brings go. Seeing that you're still trying to run away, Jensen, and not ignoring all the stuff that's happened in the other room, he's going to attempt to run up and tackle you again. Roll pose daring security. Jensen.
Is he alive?
Jensen. Pose daring security. Vogel.
Yes.
Daring security opposed.
Take a threat.
He succeeds. Really? Oh.
I'll go for you, brother.
I'm gonna reroll 2 challenge dice. Why not? 3 stress.
And she's knocked down.
She's unconscious.
No, just knocked down from the unknown from the effects.
Oh, right. Yeah. You're... Get the boot.
Whose turn is it?
We're back at the top. They went. You get to go. You're currently knocked down and prone because you're the last one to go.
Is this the only Breen in the hallway?
That you can see currently in...
Pull phaser and shoot?
For the Type 1. So minor to draw phaser, control security difficulty 3.
Take a threat.
Roll damage.
You
It's,
said this is a Type 1?
yeah, it's 2. It's got the quality hidden
Okay.
1.
Of course. Nothing I can do about it. So hoping to
Alright.
get lucky there.
Okay. You went last. There's only the one Breen left. At least in this room, I have to figure out with overall and the other Breen that chased after him in a minute. He's going to attempt to grapple you again, as your phaser shot seems to be ineffective. Pose daring security. I'm going to spend a threat because counter's building up, and I don't think you want it for the other part.
I'll give you it back.
I know I'll just spend 2 threat to ignore the complication. You gain 2 momentum. Roll unarmed strike damage for what it's worth.
Oh,
That's 4.
I'm gonna spend 1 to try to knock him out.
That's 5, and that will knock him out. Oh wait, my AC doesn't matter. You know, it's not increased. Okay, you're still on the ground though. You knocked as you're kind of struggling with him for a minute, and you missed your first shot, but as he moved in to try to get you again to knock you out, you sweep the leg and then you kick him and squarely in the head, knocking him out.
Are there other people to go here, or is it just me?
That was his go, but real quick before we jump to the turn order here. We're going to go back to a roll. You're running down the corridor. And as you hear the door open behind you from where you just came in, and you notice that a Breen, one of the Breens, is chasing you. What do you do, Aurel? Is he here?
Who's a roll? Is that Winchester?
That's Mountain.
He's muted, so I don't know. I thought I heard somebody come into his room, so he might be talking to someone.
Oh yeah, I forgot which character's name I was.
Raul.
Oh. Am I alone in this hall? Or is it Breen?
Yes, from what you can see, you're alone in this hall. With the one Breen that's chasing you currently.
Can I jump into a turbo lift and close the door quick enough? Like go to the far end of the hall? Did you hear that?
Yes. Just FYI, you are hearing phaser disruptor fire coming from where you left, just so you're aware.
Phaser disruptor fire.
Phaser and disruptor fire.
Well, I got a guy chasing me. I'm gonna try to ditch him. So I'm gonna go into a turbo lift.
Minor action to get to the turbo lift.
And then can I move to like engineering or something?
Well, no, you get into the turbo lift. What is your action?
Close the door and go to another deck. Towards main engineering.
Let's make this opposed fitness security. Because he is technically chasing you.
Okay. I will take a memento for a die.
I have threat. I'll spend a threat. Because you're close, you still get into the turbo lift, but the Breen guy, he catches up to you, and he's inside the turbo lift with you. and you, as kind of with the complication, you're unable to, seal the door in time, as he is now.
Hey, no, don't worry. You don't have to point that thing at me. I was just playing. Don't you worry. Yeah.
I roll, and it's the same roll. He's going to attack you. Sorry, I don't think you guys would actually see this, so I do apologize. Yeah, roll opposed daring security as he's attempting to grapple you. Ooh. Gain a momentum, roll unarmed strike damage. You're trying to fend him off. He takes 2 stress. It is back to you.
Can I push him out of the turbo lift?
The doors are closed. No, the turbolift doors are closed.
Great. All right.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt, but how much time do we have left on the game? Do you estimate? Because I might have to go here in a second. It's kind of important.
We'll go ahead and it's hard to say. I'm hoping to get much further along. So with that, can't close today's session. So if you need to leave, go ahead and leave, and I'm going to just change scenes and go back to them on the station.
All right, thank you. This has been fun so far, and I apologize. It's just that I was pushing it a bit. But yeah, also thanks for teaching me how to play, and this seems really fun. Next time, I won't have to leave so early. It's just that tonight just so happens to be a special occasion. So.
No problem.
All right. Thanks for understanding. Yeah, and nice meeting all of you, by the way.
Yep. Welcome to the game.
Thank you. Seems like a shit show in the space station, but whatever.
We've had worse.
All right. Nice talking to you guys.
Have a good one.
Yeah, but normally the solution, in this situation is ramming, and with a station we can't do that. Oh, we could use a tractor beam and make them ram us. Just grab them and smash them against the station.
Okay, we're gonna change scenes. We're gonna go back to as the battle ensues around the space station, as the Tenshi has warped off. You guys went last on that initiative. One ship has scanned for weakness. Technically, this one's out of commission. You've destroyed 1 Breen vessel. You did fire phaser, so you guys should be at 6 power.
Yeah, we're supposed to be at 6.
Yeah, you have 7 on the sheet still, I think.
Oh. I just know I changed it.
I'll be right back while you guys formulate an idea how to get yourselves out of this.
That was pretty straightforward.
We're doing pretty good so far.
Except for that massive mistake where we took half of our firepower away.
We weren't using it anyway. I maintain it was a good plan. It just didn't work.
It was very Star Trek.
I mean, we got one ship with the whole scan for weakness, so we should probably fire on it.
Yeah, we'll take that one out. If you spend all the threat to get the 3 extra dice, you're pretty much gonna take its shields down. You need to take its shields down on the first shot to take it out without doing a... Oh no, you're gonna have to do a swift task either way.
Yeah. Should we try something to generate some momentum first? Knowing that if we do, we're probably going to lose some more power to their
I
little
don't think
weapon
we
thing.
can afford... We don't have a lot of power. So whatever we do, our next action needs to be to generate power. Whatever our first task is, our second one has to be power generation. Or we could do it as our first. We could let them drain our power down to like 2 or 3 probably, and then we get power back on our turn, and then they'll drain us back down to 2 or 3, and we can shoot.
Yeah, they're going first this round, right? So that may dictate, they may hit us with their little power draining thing, and we may not have a choice but to generate power.
Yeah.
So real quick though, FYI per rules, if you have a power rating of 0, you can't generate power. So whatever power you have left is what you have left.
Oh.
Well, we still have a
Yeah.
max of 1.
No, that means we get 1 action. We get 1, because it's about to be where we can't generate power no more, so... The good news is, on this power drain, they can only take 1 power away from us, though. So we have a remaining 5 power that we get to use. So we have to be very careful about how we do that. So, yeah, if we get lucky and they don't take our 1 power away, so we can generate power, that needs to be our next action.
Mhm.
But if they take our power out, then we're probably shooting phasers.
Yep. And if they take our 1 power out, then we might have to go
Launch fighters.
or prepare for boarding action.
Did the number of turns change because the Tenshi left?
I hope not. I mean, no, because we got 10 turns left. Well, yeah, the Tenchi took 3 of them.
Tenshi is supposed to take 5, but...
But we have a scale of 10. So are we staying at the 10?
No. To keep everything fair, it'd be 9 and 9. So we'll just do that.
All right. Well, because
technically, with the 5 and the 4, I would have had 20 turns. So
We would have had 15, yeah.
Yeah.
We're good. I guess we're going to have to see what they do the first time, because if they take all of our power before we get a chance to move, that will...
They can't take all our power, probably. I don't think they can manage that. But what they can do is stop us from generating more.
So we probably need to use what we got on our first turn. Unless we
No.
have some.
No, we need to be very careful of what we spend because we can't generate more, but we get to keep 5 of it probably.
Well, what I'm saying is, if on their first turn they hit us with their energy draining thing, and we're down to 5 power and can't generate more, on their next turn they're going to hit us with the energy draining thing.
No, the energy drain doesn't affect your actual power, only your theoretical power.
Squashing.
Did they succeed?
Yes, they succeeded.
Oh, that was a movement.
Yeah, it was a
Div
movement, so
zero.
it's div 0. I still spent the threat to squash it, but I have the 2 remaining to keep the initiative. He is going to go and fire the disruptor cannons.
Not the phaser? Not the energy thing?
No. I'm going to spend each threat. That's a hit. I'll pump four power or 2 extra power into this. Oh, well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I will spend to reroll 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. Total.
So we take 9.
Yes. Because you have resistance of 10, it is.
That's 1 breach.
And I have all this lovely threat. I'm going to spend 7 threat for extra damage. Structure and weapons.
You need to roll an effect.
No effect. It is back to you guys.
All right, bring the shields up, generate more power while we can, or go on the offensive while we can.
Let me look.
Well, survival is the elimination of all threats.
I think what we should do, we try to regenerate shields. It does cost power to do this. But I say we try to roll a bunch of dice and we only get 2 shields. We don't put any momentum into shields. We use that momentum to keep the initiative and do power management. That'd be difficulty 3. They probably wouldn't pull it off.
If they're swift tasking. But yeah,
We could keep the initiative and use someone else.
They would have to be ordered. So you have to use it direct. And I think Keller's already used his direct, so.
No, you can have one person go, then keep the initiative and have another person go.
I'm talking about because of the spot they're taking up.
They can just use their miner to move.
No, I feel like it's like cheating in a way.
How is that cheating? It's miner to move. It's miner to move for everything. The part where it becomes difficult is, you can't, like, if you wanted a swift task or something, you couldn't get them back. You could, if you wanted to order them, they couldn't move back until the other person moved away.
Or again, we're into rolling the dice here. Yeah, they attacked with disruptors that time, but if they're after the data, they won't want to destroy the station. So
no, they're gonna wanna beam onto the station. That's why I was suggesting we get shields up, but we don't really put effort into it. They're gonna take the shields down again, but they're gonna spend a turn doing it. Or we could just say, it's better to be boarded by 2 ships than by 3 ships, and just fire and destroy that other one.
Yeah.
That might be the way to go.
Commander Arif, you have heard the suggestions from your crew.
To be honest, I'm kind of partial to the regenerating the shields and then trying to bank some more power.
It's going to be incredibly difficult if the GM says we can't move away from the consoles. Because we have engineers who have no stats. They have just basic stuff.
All right. In which case, blast them out of the sky.
Is right. You don't just need to succeed. You have to generate momentum on the first roll, on a diff 2, with someone with no focus.
Well, rather than, let's think of it from a Star Trek rather than a game mechanic perspective. What would we really do? And then roll the dice and see if we get away with it.
I can get behind that. Let's go with the regenerating the shields and then trying for power. Come what may. Because I don't want to be boarded.
I think it's inevitable, honestly, but
yeah, that's what I was saying. It's becoming inevitable, and we have a chance to take out 1/3 of the boarding parties. But
that's a start. That's a gameplay decision. I mean, that's not a game mechanic decision. I mean, that's a reasonable argument. Commander, orders.
Shields and power.
He's giving us the same thing. I was about to say, we can't just keep giving him suggestions that he doesn't want and then asking him again.
All right, well, he gave orders. Let's do it, man.
I know those were your orders, but here's some more things to consider. Now, what are your orders? We're just going to keep asking him until we get what we want.
Well, then let's do what the commander told us to do. We want Riddle or Parker?
Control engineering diff 2. Focus and power systems on Ingalls Brent. Because then we don't have anyone with a focus in shields, I don't think.
So you're doing power first.
I think we're.
You do power or shields?
They were doing shields and hoping we generate some momentum. Is that what you said, Winchester?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Regeneration shields is a took damage to weapons, so you have. It's really
Yeah.
nothing, but
Someone can use their minor later for that.
control plus engineering with the difficulty of 1 by the ship's structure plus engineering. It's increased by increased difficulty of 1, so difficulty 2 because your shields are at 0. So yeah, div 2 control engineering.
I got the ship. You got the engineer.
All right, we're just gonna have to throw caution to the wind on threat to pull this off. So I'm gonna give you 6 threat because we
Gee,
have to have
really?
momentum. We have to have momentum.
All right.
It won't work if you don't have momentum.
All right. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Like
None of
on normal characters, it'd be different. We'd have values and we'd have talents and stuff to kind of help us. We don't have any of
Yeah,
that, so
I'm
we just kind
going
of have
with
to.
you. Roll the dice. Play them like we stole them.
That's not gonna help. We'll
2
just have
momentum
to.
gained.
We'll just have to accept the complication.
It is using 1 power suit on a 5 power. Because the shield's been offline and because of what's happening, the complication, it's going to cost you an extra power to get the 2 shields. So you go down to
33 power. No, that's not right.
Maybe we could call the Tenshi back.
Now
get 2 shields back.
we use 2 momentum to keep the initiative.
Yeah.
There was a scene change, by the way. So
We didn't have any momentum.
We didn't have any.
Changed.
it's the first
All
test.
right.
Where'd that momentum come from?
We only gained 2 momentum off of that.
Oh, did we? I thought we gained 3. All right.
No.
Yeah, you only gained 2.
That's my mistake then.
Ingol's sprint is gonna override a console then and go for the power generation, which I think makes it a difficulty 2.
Diff 3.
Difficulty 3. And he's gonna give you 6 threat. And he's gonna put
5.
2 momentum into power.
Total of 3 power gained.
Let's back to 6. Almost just started back where we ended up where we began.
Yeah, but we got shields up, which means they can't beam on until they take another shot. And they have to put a lot of threat into that shot. Get past our shields. In fact, we could do this again.
It has to be someone else.
Yep.
I say the next time we get our turn, we go on the offensive.
What's the next task we're trying to do?
It's not ours, it's theirs. Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, once it comes back to us, we're probably planning on shooting.
He gave me so much threat. As diff 3 since close. Since they've already done this before. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Doesn't get past your resistance. I do have a float. I will reroll 6. Wow.
That's 2 breaches.
Yep. It's 2 breaches. Structure again. Uh-oh. Alright. There's technically 3?
There's a bunch of people.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people.
How I normally do it is just roll like, count how many people could die, and then roll a d for that, and go from
There's
top to
also
bottom.
other important characters on. Not Keller, not a reef. I'm going by the list of who's more important. It's not Quinnex. It's not the 2 Cardassians. Yo. Okay.
Who is it?
You'll find out. It's another important character in the thing.
It's not someone that anyone can see at the moment.
Yeah, it's anyone I can see at the moment. So.
Oh, well, they're gonna die.
Keeping the initiative. Well, they're luckily they're in close range.
Are they gonna bring their shields down too?
It is a minor action.
Yeah, but they can't bring them up and take them down in the same turn. Which gives us free torpedo fun.
Yep, succeeds. Okay, it goes to you.
So these guys got their shields down.
Those guys, no. The ones that have been
Who
shooting
brought
you.
their shield? Who brought their shields down? These guys?
They're marked.
All right.
However, just saying, you're not getting alerts for intruders, so.
No, but if their shields are down, that's their fault. That's a mistake that Quicks can fix. Quicks, it's your moment to shine. Why did he leave when we needed him most, he left.
He did.
Who else do we have that can shoot?
You know what? I'll just give this to someone who wants to play an NPC real quick.
We kind of need Quicks for our next move.
Oh, damn. I had my mic muted. I'm talking to you like for 3 minutes, and you're not hearing me. Sorry. Do we want to shoot, or do we want to figure out where the Breen went?
No, we want. I need you to.
Something might be important. Vogel, I sent you a message.
You sent that to the chief?
It's whoever is like it's one of the random person data ops.
Okay. I'm detecting transport activity in the guest quarters.
Say again? The guest quarters that were assigned to the scientists?
Probably.
Can we lock on to any Breen life signs in the guest quarters and beam them down to the, I don't know, the opposite side of the planet?
We really can't afford to. We're barely holding on to the station. If we use tasks to try to stop what they're doing, we're gonna fall behind. We have a chance here to like eliminate 2 ships in pretty quick order.
Yeah, my only point about that, my only concern about that is we are delaying the inevitable.
If we can take out 2 of their ships, we're in a really good position. One good torpedo salvo will destroy one of their ships, and we have a scan for weakness on the other. If we try to go stopping whatever they're doing, you don't even know what they're doing, so we're gonna have to spend actions to even figure out what.
Fair enough. Arif, what are your orders?
The real quick before I give them, would it be possible theoretically to beam the 2 Cardassian scientists to, let's just say, ops?
That would also be delaying the inevitable.
Well, it would
in a different way.
it would take up a task, and that would let them get their shields back up.
Might as well. Actually, how much momentum do we have? None?
We have
None.
none.
Yeah. Fire away.
Quicks, you're probably gonna need to burn a value or something, because it's gonna be difficulty 5.
Why would it be difficulty 5?
Base 3 plus 2 for not being in the correct range category.
Dad, I don't
Yes,
have
it'd be diff 5.
Yeah, I don't have a value that would burn here.
Don't? Nothing to like protect, because like a lot of people are gonna die or get kidnapped if you don't.
Yeah,
Nothing for like saving the crew.
I don't really want to burn a value. All right, GM, I will burn the value Starfleet can make allies of any species.
Okay.
Does that give me a determination?
Yes, I'll give you a termination.
and then spend it on my finish the fight one.
Okay.
So you got to get 3 successes.
So that gives me 2 automatic.
And you need to declare that it's full spread.
So full spread torpedoes give you a threat for all the die.
So 8.
Why not?
I have taught him
4.
well.
So you'll be 4 dice, right?
Control security assisted by the ship's weapons plus security.
He did it.
3, 4, 5. Assistance from the ship.
Make sure the photon torpedoes should have 4 in the box.
I just need weapons security real quick.
Oh, he needs to say that he used his miner to restore weapons.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't. I used my miner to restore
That's
weapons.
Fine.
Gain a momentum.
Gain a momentum. Roll make sure there's 4 in the box, and roll the dice.
You need to spend the 1 you gained to reroll.
Yep, I was just thinking that.
Rerolling 3.
Yes, sir.
2, 4, 6. Counting 8. It's 4. Your shields are down, so that's a breach.
Unfortunately, you didn't gain enough momentum to carry through.
No.
Yeah, it's 8. Half is 4 plus 1, so 5. So 1. That's 4 breaches.
Oh yeah, because of high yield. Oh, you did get it. You did do it. You pulled it off.
I need.
I forgot.
I need to look up something real quick.
Quicks really did miss his calling. You're better at shooting than you are at counseling, I think.
I mean, you're 1 damage. You're 1 point away from destroying them.
How is that?
First one, it was just 4. You need to give me a threat or an
Oh.
extra dice. And that
Yeah,
would've been the other
normally you
breach.
don't normally you don't accept threat on repeatables because we could go crazy with it.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't tell him he should do that.
Yeah, I just need to check something.
Besides, Quicks doesn't want to do that anyways.
It's not really not a Trill thing to do, or a Starfleet thing to do.
It's not a Starfleet.
I mean, 4 breaches would probably disable.
I don't know. Isn't that a Trill thing to do? Like, Jadzia went on like a hunting expedition and killed a bunch of random dudes working for one Klingon, just because some old Klingon buddies showed up.
Yeah, but Jadzia used to hang out with Klingon. She's a little different. Spent too much time joining a Curzon.
Oh, they have named characters on their ship?
They have certainly a number less.
Well, I'm wondering if they're disabled or like we actually have to do normal breaches to them. Okay, they're disabled. Oh, what you're rolling to do is to see if we killed the Cardassians they beamed over. I bet that's what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
We probably did.
Yep.
Well, no, because they rolled 0 on the structure both times. So your Cardassians are safe, but not for long.
I believe it's their turn.
Yeah, we Quicks spent everything we had on that. I think they should rescue their friends by lowering their shields on one of their other ships.
Particularly the one that we have already sensed a weakness on.
No, you'd annihilate them. Did another ship take its shields down?
Yeah, yes. However, I'm keeping the initiative.
Oh, he's learned.
It's like one of their ships moved off a little.
I had to. Just want to make sure they did this.
Bad news is they're going to get the scientists. The good news is they don't get to have the.
And they warp away. Yeah. So it's I'm out of turns.
Or you should tell them that if the other ship leaves, you won't destroy the 2 that are in disabled. We could take the disabled ones prisoners, and maybe that 3rd ship will go away.
Maybe that 3rd ship would go away if we just destroyed the other 2 anyways.
It depends on How much of your inner Klingon do you want to get in touch with?
How much of your reputation you want to lose?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not going to give the order to fire, but
but you could do a classic Cisco and threaten to annihilate them if the other side doesn't give you what you want.
Yeah, you know what? Let's try that. Let's open some hailing frequencies.
You just offer to let them retreat.
The other two ships can't retreat.
They get towed off.
It's only
No.
one left.
We want them to. No, there's 2 ships that are disabled.
I said there's one left that is operational.
Yeah, we should tell the operational when it can leave. If it, or we'll destroy the other 2. If it leaves, then we get to board and take prisoners from the other 2.
I don't want that many Breen. I'll let it take one.
So what do you do?
Yeah, let's hail the operational ship.
Can we have Keller order you to do it? That way you get a bonus from him, a bonus die from him.
Keller's already used his direct.
Oh, he's already used it. Okay, that's right. Never mind. Ignore me.
Actually, no, it's first scene, so he actually has it. So never mind. Oh, Keller needs to roll challenge dice.
For what?
Veteran. No.
But yeah, Arif, can we have Keller order you so you get his direct? So you get an assist.
Sure.
Garibaldi.
Sorry.
Yeah, so, no worries. Reef, what are you doing?
Trying to hail the operational ship.
Okay. You open hailing frequencies. What are you going to say?
Operational Breen vessel. This is Commander Reef. This attack has gone on long enough. As you can see, we are in no real danger, and quite frankly, I'm getting tired of this. If you don't cease your attack and tractor one of your disabled vessels out of the system immediately, I will destroy both of the disabled vessels, and then I will destroy yours.
No roll. They move up, tractor the closest one, and they warp away.
Alrighty.
However,
You gonna have their warp core explode on us?
yes.
That's gonna do damage to us.
Yes.
I think their scale plus something. It probably won't hurt us because our resistance is so high.
Yeah, resistance really high. Bum bum bum. It is containment. Blah blah blah. Three challenge dice, so total of 7.
Really? This is their fault though, because they're the one that brought their shields down. They should have expected this.
Oh. 1, 2. It's not vicious, is it?
I don't think so.
No, it's just piercing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 with 2 piercing. So no damage to the station, except it shakes a little bit as the other final Breen vessel, not wanting to be taken prisoner by the Federation, ship explodes.
Well, those 2 Cardassians, they're going to be resistant to torture, I think.
We are out of combat as we move to the mind. Oh, actually, we'll move to the bridge of the Tenshi. Since you're at warp. Commander Solon, you're at warp as you notice that you don't have any pursuing Breen vessels at you.
Curious. Ops. Operations, what was in that transmission? Dia 17 sent us.
A data packet, sir. I haven't had time to analyze it.
Does it appear to be the Cardassians' plans for their new shield grid?
It is a schematics for a shield matrix. Without the verification, be able to verify it, sir, I do not know.
Do you have an educated guess?
It is possible.
Helm, turn the ship around and return us to Deep Space 17. Maximum warp.
Control command difficulty 2, because they are very suspicious.
That is not the right character sheet. Oh, I closed it. Trying to do that on Garibaldi's character sheet. I'm like, that's not going to go well. Control command. Expand jet threats. This is from
Gain a momentum, and they acknowledge, and they set course back to Deep Space 17. A few moments pass by as you got pretty far away, and when you arrive back at Deep Space 17, you see several ships, one Cardassian ship, and no Breen vessels.
Ops open a channel. DS-17.
Channel open.
Deep Space 17. This is Captain Slaw of the USS Tenshi. What is your status?
Hurt but still here, Tenshi. We'll probably need some assistance, please. The Breen have buggered off.
And the science team, are they safe?
That's a fair question. As I look to my ops person in ops. Are they?
I am not detecting the Cardassian scientists on the station, sir.
Well, that's unfortunate. Forward the sensor readings of the escaping Breen ship to the Tenshi. Tenshi, it would appear that the Breen ship has absconded with our scientists. We are sending you the all the scans we have of them.
And the Breen data, the Cardassian data, is it safe and secure?
I assure you, I have no way of finding that out. So I would assume.
Very well.
I will attempt to figure that out.
Then DS-17, unless you are in dire need.
No, go.
Very well.
Good hunting.
Helm, set in a pursuit course for the Breen vessel. Engage at maximum warp. Red alert.
Real quick though, Arif, you get notification that Dr. Boone has been killed in action along with several medical staff. They have several injuries from the bombardment of the Von Breen vessel, and the remaining medical staff are currently overwhelmed.
Dr. Mountain is on the Tenshi or the
He's
station?
on the Tenshi. He's technically, in this timeline, part of the Tenshi crew.
In that case, the Tenshi is really the only ship in the vicinity that would have doctors.
But if you divert the Tenshi, then you might lose the Breen.
Yeah, it would.
Or you catch the Tenshi before they go to warp.
Actually, do we have a holodeck on the station?
I built emitters all over the station.
Okay, then
no,
let's,
no, you didn't.
Oh. Yeah, you don't have them. Because I had to specifically get those parts.
Do we have a holodeck?
Yeah,
right. Well, we have at least
No,
one
but
really big holodeck.
not on the
with a
station,
movement park on it.
because I couldn't use I couldn't even have the character until I did the work.
There are hollow suites, but no holodecks, and currently they're
Okay.
offline
Okay.
because you have another power. You have a power problem.
Well, screw it. My crew over the scientists. I'm gonna request that the Tenchi make a small diversion to send us over a couple doctors, and then pursue the ship with all possible haste.
Oh, the Tenchi has runabouts, doesn't it?
Yeah, but if Arif acts quickly enough, the Tenchi may not have actually gone to warp yet.
I would love to have asked quickly enough.
Just say if you're asking if the Tenshi
If we can borrow some of their doctors, because ours were just killed in action and we have wounded.
Will it simplify add a character? Will it simplify the GM's life if Salon just happens to send a certain engineer and doctor to DS-17?
really they just need the doctors. They don't need the engineers. So
I see how it is.
you're not joining us after today, so
In which case, I would love Dr. Mountain. Something tells me he's going to be wonderful.
I get that a lot.
Well, rather than shortchange my medical staff, I will send Dr. Mountain to keep the rest of my medical staff, and then I will go. Since
Understood. Hopefully, he's all we need.
I'm sure you would have had time to make that request. The amount of time it took my bridge crew to plot an intercept course.
Indeed, because we did have to send you the data.
I'll just keep my sneaky engineer that'll help us capture the Breen.
Sorry, I'm going over this to make sure I didn't miss anything. So the Tenshi heads off. We are not going to go on that. On the operations center on board Deep Space 17, damage crews are going throughout the ship rapidly, or beginning emergency repairs on the station. As you know, more indication comes in that's of everyone who's been injured.
If there's a heavy contingent of injuries, since Garibaldi does have some medical training, he will whoever the second in command in security is, he will dictate him to take care of security tasks, and Garibaldi will go to sick bay to help out. But of course, the XO's permission. So I think he's gotten over asking the XO for permission. Garibaldi just goes.
Anything else you would like to do, Reef?
On the way to sick bay, Garibaldi will just check to make sure that the data pad is still where he hid it.
It is.
Then that's it for Garibaldi.
If there is nothing else, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen next week, so I will put this as to be continued. Good stopping point.